Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for a sad game of rugby, and that is because it's the final game of the Six Nations.
Oh, yeah.
This competition just feels too short every single year when it comes around. But the good news is it's about as awesome of a fixture as we could have ended on. You've got the informed Ireland taking on the not-so-informed England. Can Borthwick's boys get into this game and cause an upset at the Aviva?
What in between France and...
France managed to win, but their points differential wasn't quite as high as they'd like. So currently France are top of the Six Nations.
Right.
They're on 20 points. If Ireland lose this game by 8 points or more, and they don't receive a bonus point for scoring 4 tries, France win the Six Nations.
Right.
So all Ireland need to do is either keep this game close, win it. Win it would be a good option, or get 4 tries. As soon as they tick over 4 tries, Bob's your uncle. Unless that
Even if
points
they
differential gets far enough down. That's
Even
the
if-
other option.
Even if it's so stupid. I hate competitions that are points. Just have a semi-final and a final. It's not hard to do. You know?
Again, your bloke, did he wake up from last week? See his roll-off? He didn't actually sleep in the end. He decided to stay up. Did you
Yeah.
get some stuff done while you were awake? Or
No.
just chill?
Yeah.
Nice. Apparently the Irish singing their lungs out, ready to go for a big old match-up. Yeah, they've got a strong side here, Ireland. They have not picked a bad side at all. They have got loose forward trios looking sharp as ever. Peter O'Mahony, Josh Van den Fleur, Caelan Doris, 90 in combo. You got Sexton, the experience there, out on the wing. James Lowe, Mac Hansen out on the other wing. Bundyaki in the midfield with Robbie Henshaw. But a few changes for this English side. They had to make changes.
Oh.
They couldn't afford to go out there and do what they did last week up against the French, which was lose by a record, almost record-breaking total, I guess you could say, for Les Bleus. But England, they've got Tuolangi in the midfield. They've gone back to Farrell at 10 rather than Marcus Smith, who will be coming off the bench. Also, they've had to make the change in the locking duo. I believe it's going to be Ribbans at 5. Is that a tear in the eye of Andrew Porter? It is. Because he knows that on St. Patrick's Day, is it St. Patrick's Day? It was the weekend of it, isn't it? That Ireland have got a chance to make a little bit of their own history. Tell you what, his ear's looking a bit battered, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's medium rare right there from the scrums. And Owen Farrell's kids. There's Mountains of Silence, just mentioned on the TV. Owen Farrell are staying at their granddad's house, and Andy is trying to bring them to the game in Ireland jerseys. A little bit of pre-match tomfoolery between the Farrells. Johnny Sexton, he'll be focused. He wants to tick off a few things on the bucket list. A grand slam up against all the other Six Nations teams, certainly be on there. A World Cup, also high up there for Johnny Sexton. But that starting lineup's looking strong. The place that they're probably looking the most weak, you'd have to say, is maybe the locking duo. But I mean, Beard and Ryan's still very decent when they get going. That midfield combination, strong as well. Bundyaki with Robbie Henshaw. That back three, Hugo Keenan's going to need a big game, I think, just to try and keep the English out of it when it comes to that kicking game. Getting the ball either to Sexton or kicking it himself. English starting lineup, they've gone with Genge, George, and Sinclair as the front row. Atoje and Ribbans. Now, Atoje, it's been quiet for the Six Nations. Needs to really find a way getting up to that next level. And then that back line, Van Porfleet, Farrell, Tuolangi, hopefully lasts more than 5 minutes.
This will be his last game of the season.
Unfortunately. If he gets injured now, he's missing the World Cup. And tapping him while pushing cows to the shed, brothers. Says Fat Boy Gunner. Welcome in, mate. Hope the cows are behaving. You'll know that feeling pretty well, won't you?
Cows?
Trying to get a few animals to go in the right direction.
Well, cows are pretty easy because they want to get milk.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be going, come on! Come on, girls!
Now, the huddles for the Irish. This is a big moment because they need to get the emotions in check.
Yeah.
Because you can't be going out there. The last thing we want to see is a red card for Ireland. Tuolangi.
I'm dying.
Is he already choking? Tuolangi. He had the warm-up and he's gone.
There's no pressure on England, though, really, is there?
No, well, they've got nothing to lose and everything to gain here.
Yeah.
And Jaco Piper, South African referee in charge with Ben O'Keefe, as one of his assistants. Marius Jonker, also South African, in the TMO position. But it will be England kicking off this one from left to right for the final time this year. The Six Nations, ladies and gentlemen, is underway. Bundy Aki takes it nicely in the 22 tackle by Anthony Watson. Lucky that wasn't Tuolangi, or else he would have been injured. Nice run forward, 20 metres out from the line here for Ireland. James Lowe kicking off his favourable left boot, and boy, he gets a bit of it. The Aviva Stadium will certainly be loud. We can't hear it. It's on mute. Freddie Stewart down to the 22. Mark taken by James Lowe. I may not be able to type soon. I have chewed the fingernails down to my elbow by about 20 minutes, says Mountains of Asylum there. And to be fair, Toje has great statistic on a sinking ship. Says Gareth's kick high again. Chasing after that. Nice. Oh, wow, that was taken in the air. Is that Farrell? Did he wrap his arms? That's a foot. Now Bundy Aki.
Like
No, not really, no.
Oh, yeah.
Jameson Gisborne Park, Sexton. Quick ball, so they're still playing that advantage for taking the man out in the air. And they're going back for it now. Farrell's going, what was that for? I wrapped the arms this time.
I learned how to tackle. I mean,
there was a shoulder
wrapped
charge, wasn't it?
God, he's such a dickhead. He still hasn't learned how to tackle.
I think Gibson Park just had a bit of a chuckle looking at the replay of that.
A dickhead.
Oh, so Piper spray to the ref. Got an early cheap shot in, but it's just led to Irish momentum now, isn't it? Ireland having a decent chance.
Was it for the tackle that they penalised?
Yeah, taking the player out in the air.
What a dumb fucking thing to do.
Apologies for any language that will come throughout this transmission, ladies and gentlemen.
Transmission?
Sounds like a fancy word, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Peter O'Mahony takes it nicely. Now Josh Van der Fleur breaking up the back. Jameson Gisborne Park low to Bundy Aki. Flat ball there. The Irish, 40 metres out from the English line here. Caelan Doris makes a couple extra metres. Now, once again, throwing the big locks. The thing is, Ireland have shown throughout the Six Nations that when they get the ball through their hands, it's quicker than pretty much any other side we are seeing. So that's all they got to do. Has Maro Toje got an open shirt?
Probably.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I know he goes through goes to a few of those like music festivals. Maro Toje.
He would have had it ripped. What do you think?
It looked like it was like a V-neck.
He's a funny guy, isn't he, Maro?
Yeah.
He's pretty into his hippie stuff, you know. Good kick.
It's a decent kick down to the 22. Matt Hansen now trying to run it back. Good low tackle made. That would have been number 13, Henry Slade, stolen by a Toje illegally. And it's going to be the penalty in favour of the Irish. Gibson Park considered going quickly, decides against it. Hamish, I only came now to YouTube. Can you tell me who won between France and Wales? And please go easy on me. I'm a huge Wales fan. Okay, Wales didn't do terribly. They managed to stop, well, they got their own losing bonus point, but it was France who managed to win that game in the end by about 13, I think it was in the end, actually. And thank you very much, Kerr, for becoming a member. Now have access to exclusive emojis and whatnot that are available on the channel, including one of this man's face.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You're wide awake, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think you'll doze off by the second half?
Maybe.
Yeah. Let's talk about food soon, won't we?
Yeah.
It's going to be thrown over. Nicely cleaned up there by Jack Willis. And also showing some leg again, says Gareth there. There's a bit of leg around. We wear short shorts. Of course, normally you don't see my legs.
No.
Well, the live stream doesn't anyway.
No.
Now, Mac Hansen. Tackle well by Ludlam. Stolen in the breakdown by England. Taking the ball back. Now Dombrand goes across to Kyle Sinclair. Jack Van Porthia gets the breakdown relatively quickly. Now big run from Manu Tuolangi. Has he got his hamstrings?
Has he got his legs?
Yeah, he's good. He's back up. That's the main thing. Going off to the left-hand side. If he actually gets injured, I'm going to feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we would have jinxed him. And what's the time there by you? Are we talking in the game? Because if we are talking in the game, it is 4:52. If we are talking in real life, it is currently 6:06 a.m. And geez, George, you okay, mate? See you, Gareth?
Yeah.
This is what happens when George hasn't slept.
Yeah.
He goes all quiet and it makes you concerned, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He just also, I think this is just a game he really wants to watch. He's probably waiting for me to shut up. 20 meters out currently, England on attack. Going to the left-hand side here. Ruban's getting involved, actually. Now, Henry Slade running straight sideways. It's a tactic that works well in under nines. Bundyaki still hasn't worked out how to tackle one to the neck. It it's not an advantage to England. That's surprising. They're quite high. Now, Jack Van Porfliet goes off to Ludlam again. In fact, it's Ellis Gensch. Not yet, no.
Sitting around that same line.
And the nerves are really getting to Ireland. Well, that's the thing. It's pressure. They know that this is their chance in front of a home crowd. Freddie Stewart's helped them out, though, because he's just put that ball down, but they'll go back for the initial penalty. George, how many girlfriends have you had?
Like none, really.
God.
Like I have had some girlfriends on like year 7 high school. But those don't really count, you know.
England impressive so far. They've been looking relatively good. It's just those couple handling errors that they've had sneaking in. But I think that was actually an offload attempt from Freddie Stewart more than anything else. And Mano is a tampon, and for 1 week out for 3. This is Gareth.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's an analogy. Your friend speaks language. I do not understand it. That Kiwi? Yeah.
Yes, it is. What are you doing, Royce?
No, not quite. Roloff. Farrell going to be taking on the first 3-pointer.
Where's he from?
South Africa.
Are we going to get on well with him?
He's almost 2 meters tall, mate.
Royce.
1.98
Who?
Roloff.
Oh.
Yeah. If he wears high shoes, he bumps his head on the doorway. Farrell. 7 minutes into the game. Should be a stock standard 3-pointer. Thanks very much, Bob's your uncle. How you going? Kind of kick for Farrell.
You could probably hurry up, to be honest.
It took a while for that one, yeah. Taking a minute. Straight down the middle, though. Got plenty of distance on it. Kicking it up into the Aviva crowd, and that is now going to be 3-0 for the English. Borthwick. Happy man. And by losing the game, or losing this game without a bonus point, and also we have got there, so how can Ireland lose the Six Nations? Yeah, so pretty much for Ireland, they need to lose this game by 8 because they can't be within the 7 to get the bonus point. And also, they have to not score 4 tries. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Irish, like at the end of the day, they just need to win this game. They won't be looking at those bonus points as something that they really need. It's more of the case of just play your rugby, get a win, and if not, get within 7 because then you take it out anyway. But that's not how they want to finish it. They want the grand slam in front of a packed out Aviva. Do you see an empty seat? Yeah? No. Only people who have gone to take a piss. But you'd be pretty disappointed if you were 8 minutes in and you already need to go. Although some people's bladders don't quite hold it. They well, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Pissing like a racehorse, they say.
Yeah, man.
Now, it's going to be a kick down the short side from Jameson Gibson Park. Sets up beautifully now for Freddie Stewart. Puts in the awkward kick. But it sets up well again for Hugo Keenan. Returns fire. Taken now by England. Kicking back in behind. It's going to be a battle of tennis at the moment. Mac Hansen goes across to James Lowe. He'll boot it.
Throw it in this direction.
Yep, that one's
the same guy.
Gone down to the 22 again. Going for the 50-22. Oh, I thought it was over Hugo Keenan's head. I got a bit excited there. Now kicking that one back. He hasn't quite got all of it. Do they decide to run it this time? It looks like no. Yes. Yep, he's going to run it. That was Tom Curry. No wonder he didn't kick. No, it wasn't. It was actually the number 11, Arundel, and it's led to a penalty to the Irish.
Oh, that was dumb.
England are bringing it. And does a drawn game get a losing bonus point? So they get a couple points there, so that would end up with them winning anyway. I'm convinced you put a catheter in on Friday nights, Irish says, no, I'm just very strategic with timing. I get like a 5-minute break in between streams. So we're good. And yes, you would get a bonus point for that. And George is speaking, I'm F from farming all day language, says Gareth there. And the thing is, he's going to be farming today as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're regretting your decision.
Yeah, maybe a little. It'll be when it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'll be sitting there like...
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't have gone up at that time.
Oh, they come on Ireland, says Jason. And I'll say, yes, that's a try bonus separate. It's a losing bonus. There's Gareth, but now it's going to be an Irish line out on the 22. 10 minutes into the contest already. I had a beer between games, says Roloff.
Oh, damn.
Now, so this ball is going to become available at the back for the Irish on the back of the rolling ball now. Bunnyaki. Tackled low by Willis again. Now another step from Dan Sheehan.
So England were throwing the ball around up in the Irish's half, right? And they tried everything, tried to get through, didn't do too badly, and now they're just in their own half, you know what I mean? And all they had was 3 points to say for it. And Ireland are about to score a try.
They certainly are. James Lowe, oh, that was a rough pass.
I don't understand why England fought. Yeah, that was good.
I think the big thing was losing that ball on the halfway line due to a penalty. Straight away, you lose about, 50 metres? Crawling. Yeah. Penalty. Johnny Sexton's just gone quick. He's going to be rolled over, bent over backwards, and he's going to have a goal line dropout. There's going to be a proper test, says Baz there, and Arundel to score a hat trick there. And also what kind of farming? Silage.
No.
No?
No, we don't farm silage.
Wow. But a cutting in it.
Yeah.
Good. An Ireland win. That's I guarantee they win the World Cup, says Barry there. That's a bold call, Barry, but they're going upstairs for this one. Looks like Jaco Piper. What are we checking for you? I don't know whether it's for Sexton's try attempt or whether it's for not being back 10 metres. Farrell's definitely the one who said something. Arundel looks like he's head-butted the wall. What happens here? Yeah, they're checking the 10 metres. Was he back 10, Atoje? I don't know.
But why would they stop the try from happening if it wasn't? That would just be a normal try.
Well, I think they're checking to see if he rushed up early.
But you can't be back any further than the try line.
So it's more of the timing of the tap. I think he was all right in the end.
I wouldn't really give Ireland a penalty because it wasn't back 10 when it was their decision to tap it right before the try line. So,
And is Tuolangi off injured yet? No, I think he's still out there.
Yes, he'll be hanging in there. He'll be breathing. He'll be worried. His legs will be starting to break.
The ankle's currently dangling, but she'll be right. And Johnny Sexton almost got himself a quick tap try. That's something you don't see every day from Johnny. Downfield, nicely taken there by Hugo Keenan. In fact, no, it was Sexton that time, given off to Doris. 40 metres out from the line now. Jameson gives him park. Now Tyke Furlong, inside ball knock on from Ireland. Now these are rare mistakes that we didn't see throughout their last games. Yeah. You wonder whether or not.
The pressure is on.
But they need to feel this pressure because if they want to go far in the World Cup.
And they want to be world number one.
You got to make sure you handle those pressure games and you turn up for them and you play your best rugby. That kick was not successful from Mac Hansen. Going right back now to the 22. But it's just the basic stuff at the moment, the handling.
Well, it's also England's defense is just okay, you know. They seem to be putting pressure on them.
Rushing up. Going to the front there. Marotoje. Now Willis going across to Van Porfleet. Short ball to Mo Tuolangi around the bootlaces. Advantage, though. Must have been too quick. Getting off the line, Bundyaki. Now Jamie George looping around Farrell. Short ball. James Lowe slaps it down. As is the live game, it is. Although we are about maybe about 35, 40 seconds behind at the moment. But this is the final game of the Six Nations that has taken place. Ireland have started with nerves and England have a side that will punish you, says Jason. And they've currently got themselves in a good position on the field as well. 22 metres out. Do you take the 3 if you're England again?
Because last time they didn't take the 3. and then they lost the penalty in Ireland and they scored in their end. So
I think they're going to take the 3.
Yeah, probably will take the 3.
Yeah, Farrell's waiting for the tee, and unless he's waiting for the ball, he hasn't got a ball. That's the ball. No, they're running the tee.
Ireland lose the Six Nations, and imagine what Farrell's dad would be like to him.
That would be an awkward dinner.
That would be funny. I'm sure Alan Farrell would just give him shit, That's shame.
He'd just be sitting at the other end of the table like in Step Brothers, and he'd just be smirking.
Yeah.
Just going, yep. His dad would just slam their hands down and walk away from the table. After Farrell goes, so how was your day, Dad? 22 metres out. This should be an easy enough kick for Farrell.
Yeah.
We'll take a minute to kick it. And also, holla to you, Kiwi lads. England 3 up. Why didn't England take Scott Robinson? Says Neil Garner. Don't know. Well, the All Blacks are still on the verge of announcing their new coach, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, question is whether or not maybe Robinson's there.
Maybe Robinson's got. I'd say you reckon Robinson's got a few different countries saying like if the All Blacks don't want you, come on over.
Yeah, probably. Farrell. Yep. Gone over 6 points to 0. The English, nice early lead building. And this is 15 minutes into the contest. Yep. Looks like a happy dad, doesn't he?
Yeah.
For Farrell Senior.
Kicks Farrell. You were a mistake.
Oh, it's a bit brutal before a match, isn't it? Well, by the sounds of it, Farrell, I think his dad was trying to get his kids to wear Irish kits to the ground.
Yeah.
Just to play those mind games. Now, it's a nice run, though, from the Irish. They'll look to fire back straight away here. As long as the handling's all right, they'll have a good chance of doing so. Here goes Hugo Keenan with the pace. 5 metres out from the line now. Brilliant tackle made by England, but under the pump straight away after scoring themselves their 3 tries. Tyke Furlong wrestled down. Now short ball. Jameson Gibson Park goes off to Josh Van den Flair. One of the best number 7s in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, going off to the left-hand side, Bundyaki. Have the New Zealand Rugby Union never liked Ian Foster? Never liked. Well, they do like him, I assume, because they keep on extending his. Well, they extended his contract, didn't they? Initially.
Yeah.
And 6-0 says Kev Shaw, sorry. Now James Lowe, no look pass straight into the hands of England. It's going to be a knock on, I believe, is it? No, Jaco Piper says it goes backwards. Once again, rear errors.
Knock on against England.
Well, they said it ended up dropping backwards, but it was off the hand of an English player.
Oh, wow.
An awesome league player in his day, the dad, says Nuzzy Williams. And Ireland will choke like champs in the URC final. It's going to be kicked downfield. Arundel chasing it hard. Mac Hanson's there. Passes off to Hugo Keenan. It's tackled by Jamie George. 40 metres out now. Ireland once again on attack. Another handling error. Luckily for them, it's gone backwards. Mara Toje has mounted Johnny Sexton.
Oh.
Straight on the ball there. Nope. Not quite getting that one right.
Nope.
Kyle Sinclair giving away the advantage. And he's given away another penalty.
They're fighting for it.
I think he actually ended up giving away almost 2 penalty advantages in the same breakdown.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive. Ireland have a game come on England, says Kev Shaw. I think Farrell are playing in that Wigan versus Bath game in the Clash of the Codes in 1996. It was before we were born. Did you know you're turning 24 soon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
17 and a half minutes through.
Yeah.
Early analysis. What are you thinking? Ireland, just a little bit of nerves.
Yeah.
They're going to take the 3 here, settle it down. Johnny's going to scull half a Lucasade first. All-time Six Nations.
Lucasade or water?
Well, I know that the Powerade that they have in Super Rugby, they do actually put Powerade in the Powerade bottles.
But it's full of sugar.
Depends. You can get 0 sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
This one here is 1 litre of 0 sugar. It's got 0.3 grams of carbohydrates. It's got 4 calories in it. Surely that can't be good for you. What's the rest of it? Yeah.
That's what I always say. What's the rest of it, eh? Where's that coming from, eh?
Happy birthday, brother, says Kev. Although it's still about 10 days away, isn't it? So we're a bit early.
Yeah.
Johnny Sexton, though.
Did you know Vodafone sponsored them?
Is they?
And so does TikTok. That's a weird thing. I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
I thought Sexton missed that, but it has gone over, making the score now 6 points to 3. And also, we have got there who made it to top. Or did you play rugby with anyone who made it to top level?
No.
You played against Cullen Grace, though.
Yeah, I played against Cullen Grace like once or twice.
Mm.
And there might be one kid who played against Cromwell who went on to play for Otago Boys High, who might be in like the Highlanders squad.
Was that James Ascot?
Maybe.
Whiskey.
I don't quite know his name, but I've heard that. Yeah.
On my 24th birthday, I went mental in Thailand. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have any plans to go to Thailand, do you? No?
Not today.
Pretty sure now. Taking that one down, England. 40 metres out from their own line here. Well, that's going to be stripped by the Irish.
Ooh.
Now, nice step. Coming through the middle. Ryan Beard, the big man, doing some spins like he's in the NFL. Now, Porter going off to the left-hand side. Peter O'Mahony there to receive it. Now, Sexton. Back across the Keenan short ball to Bundyaki. He's done well to take that because it was a little bit low. Yeah. Now, Jameson gives him back. Quick hands. Tyke Furlong trying to get rid of it. Drop the ball again. This time it is a knock-on from the Irish, but the advantage will be over. Hugo Keenan now cleaning this one up, only 5 metres out from his own line. Oh wow,
no,
that's a shank.
That's a horrible disaster to happen.
That has gone about 5 metres.
He's like, fuck this.
Now, English going to have an attacking line out.
Farrell's like, why? What?
And also, yep, still up, Nazi Williams. And trying to do a Pokemon binder. So here's a tinny there.
What's that?
Well, binder's one of those ones, you know, like the ring binder.
Yeah.
And I assume they've got a whole heap of Pokemon, either cards or some sort of planned out thingy in there, perhaps. Looks like it's a drinks break after the 20 minutes. Ellis Genge down with some sort of injury, but this will be a good line-out opportunity for England.
Yeah.
Hope you stayed sober, mate. Too much beers, goggles, and one likely to confuse ladyboy with female Y. So here's Nazi Williams. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah,
good. Should I feed you some chocolate before this live stream, do you think?
I don't know.
To perk you up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, can I have a quick spell if you like? Yeah. I should mention I did not force George to come round for this live stream. It was in his own... You wanted to, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Now, nice pass. Kyle Sinclair going forward. Sure wasn't a fella, babe. And I was like, oh, that's a bit harsh, James. Now going off to the left-hand side.
Oh, God.
Freddie Stewart, 10 metres out from the line, driven backwards. Now Josh. In fact, it's Jack Van
They don't know what to
Boervliet.
do. They're like, well, nothing's working here. They're losing ground.
Looking both ways as if he was crossing the street.
Manu Tuoluni's out there. Get him going. He'll get some go forward.
It's interesting that he keeps joining the breakdowns.
Yeah.
But England, that was a wide cutout pass. Anthony Watson.
Oh, no. Shit's going south. I don't know what to do with the ball.
And Hugo Keenan not having a good game so far. England playing well.
Rugby it's not streaming this.
I thought he was going to, but I guess not. Unless he is also commenting on ours while streaming. Yeah. But a multitasking.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be almost a clean turnover. Caelan Doris was allowed to go for it, but missed it on first dab. Now Farrell goes back to Anthony Watson. Nice step, beautiful offload to Freddie Stewart. Another offload, good hands from Ludlam. Just stays in the field of play. Tuolangi's down.
My legs are broken.
Is he laughing or is he crying?
Legs are broken. He's all right. Is he crying? My legs are broken.
He's good. Gets the tap on the back from Jack Van Ploff there.
That was a shit set of attacker play from England there.
They just got trapped down that near side.
Stuck. They did not make any ground. They could not get away through. It wasn't until then when they actually looked like they were going to do something. Stupid dicks.
Now, Dan Sheehan, they have the line out. Have a cold, so decided not to live stream. Hopefully cold does get better because you're heading to Hong Kong soon, aren't you?
You'll have coronavirus, won't you, Rugby Itch? Won't you?
I just say that so sarcastically. He might. He's going to Hong Kong soon, though, so hopefully not. Be able to recover so that he can go to the Hong Kong Sevens.
COVID-19.
Also, let's go the Roses. Says, hey, you've changed your name, Simp Slayer. Now you are Boffa. Hopefully I've said that correctly. And also we have got the Happy Time, long time for 50 baht. Says Nate. I assume that's referring to Thailand.
Yeah.
Currently 6 penalties against the English compared to the 2 against the Irish, but it's that handling stat that is the real difference maker at the moment. When you get to Thailand, go to Soil 6 Happy Times birthday, brother. Says Kev Shaw. I haven't got any plans of going to Thailand anytime soon.
No.
Just personally.
Oh, yeah. It's not high up on my list of places I want to go.
You
know.
Going to be thrown in by Dan Sheehan. Well taken by Peter O'Mahony. Now Josh Van der Flair goes across to Doris. So all 3 loose forwards getting involved in a row. Now Jameson gives them back. Now if he gives us a Sexton, they've gone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Shit, yeah.
They'll be a bit fancy. It doesn't look like they're going to give the ball to Sexton, though. So they've just gone 6, 7, 8, 9. James Lowe chasing after that one hard. Doesn't take it in the end. Great take from Anthony Watson, who tries to break himself a bit of space, but good tackle by Tyke Furlong. Back into the pocket to Farrell. Don't think he got as much of that as he would have liked. Now Jameson gives him park. Looks like he will return fire with a kick of his own. Going high. This is going into a gap as well. Freddie Stewart goes up for it. Knocked it backwards. Knock on from Ireland. So the advantage is there. Back into the pocket. Owen Farrell now going for the 50-22. He's got it over the head of Mac Hansen. It's going too straight. 10 metres out from their own line now. Ireland, Mac Hansen. He backs himself. And look at him go here. Moving up almost to 40 metres out. I think you should good times. I've changed my name. Is how you pronounce my first name. So it's Bupa. Bupa. Okay. I will try my best to remember it.
All right, Bupa.
Good job. Robbie Henshaw. 45 metres out. Sexton on the halfway line. Receives it. I think they're going to kick this one soon. I just have that feeling. Yeah. Either that or they're going to go for the set play and get through. But I think it's going to be drop it back into the pocket.
Yeah.
There we go. Dropped it back.
James
Lowe kicked it downfield. Freddie Stewart claims it nicely. Now we'll go for the boot of his own. He's got some height on that, and we're going back for something. Leave. It's what's Yucko doing?
Yucko, like your boy still to learn how to play the rugby.
Oh no, late tackle on Johnny Sexton. Any news on Jono, New Zealand coach, since he got fired from Claremont?
Johnny Sexton. It's not a great tackle, but Johnny Sexton needs to grow up a little bit.
The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. Certainly is. Thailand is a blast. Trust me, says Kev Shaw. Let's go England, says Jane. At the moment, they've got themselves a nice little lead. 25 minutes down, 6 points to 3. Not too shabby at all. And also, let's go Ireland. Let's go, says Cited. Johnny Sexton just going to be all right.
I was like, well, he can go play soccer.
But then Farrell, he leads with his shoulders, so maybe he's in the wrong sport as well.
He's like the opposite of Sexton. He gets the shoulder, he starts fighting. Sexton's like, that hurt my heady.
Looks like Johnny Sexton will be kicking this one downfield. Those are little things that they can't afford to do here, England. That just gives the Irish a chance to get back into the contest.
Yeah.
And they yet to score a try in this game. And can you show what you're watching? Sadly, due to licensing, if we show any match footage or audio, we get taken straight off YouTube. But I can recommend if you've got a VPN or you are in Ireland, you are able to watch these games completely for free with the video, audio, everything like that. It's just about kind of knowing whereabouts to watch it. And I believe it's on RTE, but I always say it wrong and someone corrects me. I believe that is a good option. I'm English and I want Ireland to win. What a team and what a country. Says, yes, sir. And also we have got there, I enjoyed the Super Bowl final. American football isn't bad, says Bob Parr there. Or Boopar, sorry. It's on Virgin 1 in Ireland by the sounds of it.
Where's the second version?
I think they do have Virgin Media too, to be honest, but multiple Virgin. Now, Matt Hansen, Waikato pass, goes to Caelan Doris, tries to spin. It's be a good time in the half for Ireland to score, but it's going to be a bit of a counter ruck there. Who rips away? I think Bundy Arkee's got it in the end. Could take the 3 if they really want it, but first of all, they're going to have another attack. And also, they can't show what they are watching because it's just porn.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, we don't even know what's going on.
Rugby. We don't actually know what's happening.
Gisborne Park. I just know names. That's going to be knocked on, and it is actually going to be the scrum. So that original advantage is over. James has said, ha ha. Oh, yeah, ha ha. Triple ha's. As well. Short ball. It was a good tackle. Didn't tip him above the horizontal. That's the main thing. We saw one in the last game where he got a little bit tips.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I feel the same. It'd be different if we were going for the Grand Slam. And they also showing the under-20 game tomorrow. Should be worth a watch. So here's Mountains of Asylum. I should mention the UFC, I believe, has started up now. In terms of their pay-per-view. But not quite the pay-per-view fight. So not Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards just yet. But we're getting closer. Tackles made, 68 so far from the English, 54 made from Ireland. Now, this is a big stat. Ireland have only missed 4 tackles. England have missed 15. So that could cost them majorly. And get your Kiwi boys over to Thailand and some commentary over there in the land of the smiles. And trust me, you'll be smiling. Says Kev, although do they have good Wi-Fi in Thailand, Kev? That's pretty much all I need, isn't it? Yeah. Good Wi-Fi connection and access to the game, which I can use a VPN for if you want a extra 3 months free. Be sure to use our pin comment that we got up there. Yeah. 3 months extra free. The 1 year plan. Yeah. It's a terrible plug, but there is a link there.
Yeah.
Be sure to check it out.
I only need 5 more of you. No.
30 kgs difference.
5 more people? For VPN?
I guess so, yeah.
What do you mean you guess so? That's what you said to me the other night.
Yeah, all the behind the scenes stuff that we don't normally mention. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And here's some more, says Kev. And also we have got the Amish. Have you been to Chiefs Super Rugby match yet? No, not yet. It's just because, you sign a contract where you're not supposed to talk about it.
Well, you're meant to.
No, like in terms of the terms and conditions.
No.
But 28 and a half minutes through, that's all right. They don't watch them anyway. The people, that is.
They probably forgot about you anyway.
Now, Jaco Piper going for the scrum again here for England. Is George jerking off? No, he plays with his T-shirt, but it does look dodgy at times. There we go. I wish me luck, peeps. Walking the mean, dark streets of Auckland.
Oh, no.
Cheers for the marathon commentary, Amish and George. Good luck, Nazi. Hopefully we see you again. And also, you guys crack me up. Says Gev. And think Dopey is going to curl over. Can you remove him from the screen, please? Says James. All you got to do, James, is just put one of your hands over your screen and then you won't see him.
Yeah, James, you dumb shit.
It's magic,
James, think Dopey is going to... Please. Am I impeding your good viewership, James? Whoop-de-fucking-do, buddy boys.
Now Henry Slade looking to kick this one for the touchline. Off his left peg and tell him to stop playing with his ball. Says the roll off there. And let's go England. Says Bupar there. And I'm guessing Andy.
The game, man.
Guessing Andy will walk into the dressing room at halftime and say, for F's sake, lads, don't let me look or don't make me look at Owen's eating grin over dinner tonight. You gotta win this. And also we've got there like the lime mic butt plug. Leave your man toe alone. Now close to the touchline here. Extremely close. But Ireland have to try and defend once again. Their tackling has been impressive. Like I mentioned, only actually missing the 4 tackles so far throughout the match. Jack Van Porfliet. Now going off to the left-hand side, it's going to be Alex Dombrant. Now counter ruck from the Irish. Looks like Jack Van Porfliet once again going to be sticking up the box kick. Currently yet to see a try in this first half.
Really?
So what's different, Ireland or England? Both are different, I guess. England playing better than they did last week. Ireland also playing worse than they did last week. So it's a bit of a muddle up for them. It's going to be kicked high again. Waiting for this ball to come down. Great take from Hugo Keenan. Both men going up for it, so I don't believe it will be an advantage. Jameson Gibson Park goes across to Henshaw. I think I'd like to see in a little bit more open space throughout that second half. See if he can create some opportunities. Gibson Park goes to Sexton, now looking for the inside ball. Instead, going on the outside to James Lowe, shut down early. England in the breakdown, they've been quick. Although that time they were a bit too quick. Gave away the advantage. Now Andrew Porter sold the dummy. Gets tackled low by Ludlam. Once again on the left-hand side, Johnny Sexton, good attacking run. Landed on his face, but he's all right. James Lowe kicked him behind here, cleaned up nicely. Oh, that was an ugly one that could have hurt the leg of Jack Van Portfield, but they'll go back for the penalty again. Can Chile win the Rugby World Cup?
No.
Probably not, no. They've got a tough patch to get through.
Probably not.
It's a good shot on James Lowe. Nothing's impossible, though. I mean, we've seen upsets before. It's just whether or not they can do massive, massive upsets the whole way through. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what money they could have given the ref. You don't know nothing. Anything can happen.
If Chile can give the ref money, so can the South Africans.
That's true. And would Lowe and Hansen make their home teams in the Southern Hemisphere? I mean, we kind of at times need a number 11. It's Caleb Clark. He's a bit of a 50-50. James Lowe, I mean, he might. But then saying that, I feel like he's slightly in the same boat as Sean Stevenson, that if he was going to play for New Zealand, which I'm not saying he will, but if he was going to, Sean Stevenson's another player who just misses out. So I think that James Lowe back in the day would have been that same boat.
Yeah.
I'm just missing out. Looks like J-Mo George has got a bit of an injury. Not looking too happy at the moment. Tell you what, Tuolangi will be grinning ear to ear because he'll be able to say, I wasn't the first player who got injured today.
Yeah.
Although he's staying out there, which is the difference between George and Tuolangi. Tuolangi well and truly commits. If he's going to do something, he'll like rupture an Achilles or
rip his legs in half or something.
Nicely taken by Ireland now. 32 minutes in. Nice inside ball to Dan Sheehan. And, did he try and wrap his arms? There wasn't much of a wrap, but it's going to be a try for Dan Sheehan and the Irish. You can see the crowd. They have erupted.
They like it.
Their first real set play inside of the 22. And it's worked out. Should I put all my savings in credit, SAYS, or SVB? I have no idea what either of those are. A bank would be a better idea, Max. And also Johnny Sexton feels confidence out there and running it more. And Gaps, man, that one just opened up. Just that inside ball, look at that. Straight through. Dan Shee, enough pace to work with it. And just, you'd like to think that England wouldn't fall for that again, but you just never know.
You never know.
That's going to be the first try. Is it the first of many?
Yeah.
Yeah? 33 minutes.
Yeah, man.
For a side to cross the chalk. Tuolangi, was he laughing? Or no, he might be hurt again. He'll be all right. He's a tough bloke. Wish England would start their power game, says James there. Well, that's the thing. The breakdowns, they've been all right, but they just seem to be giving away those early penalties, unfortunately. Because they've got physicality, even though they do somehow come in with a weight discrepancy. They still can counter-ruck, which is something they need to do. Were you almost falling asleep? Did you have your eyes closed there?
Yeah.
Nice. Now Sexton going to be lining up this one. Not sure if it's a stream or the thing you guys are watching it on, but there's a 2-minute delay. The try was scored 2 minutes before you reacted. Now, which does have an automatic delay for us here in New Zealand of about, it's supposed to be about 30 or 40 seconds, but it can sometimes be up to around that minute or so. And also cruel to have a match after, or cruel to have to play a match after celebrating St. Patrick's yesterday. I want you to win. Love from South Africa, says Penelope. Dan Sheehan, the tallest hooker at international. And also IC says yes. So there's a little bit of a delay for us compared to, I guess, anywhere that you're watching on live TV. It's going to be a kick high, though. The kick was successful as well, I should mention. So 10 points to 6 at the moment in favour of the Irish.
Damn.
Now we're going back for something. Yucko Piper having a chat to his assistant.
Okay.
Oh, they're going upstairs to something. Is this a cheap shot of some sort?
Oh, no.
Who do you think it was on? It's got to involve either Farrell or Sexton, doesn't it? And I'm watching the match muted and listening to your commentary instead, says yes, sir.
Yeah, nice one.
Right. Who gets hit? Is it for this one going up in the air? Oh, no, they're saying that maybe James Lowe getting obstructed by Anthony Watson, which would be fair enough.
Yeah.
Does change his line. So, yeah, that's just going to be a stock standard penalty against Anthony. Yeah. Silly from England.
Yeah.
Not the smartest thing. Sorry. Is your mate wearing hot pants? It's not a good look, brother. Says Gav Shaw. They're CCC shorts.
Not a good look, brother. Where's Kev from?
I don't know where Kev's from. Oh, he's in Thailand at the moment,
Not
isn't
a
he?
good look, brother. Why?
I think maybe because they're quite short, I assume.
That's what
but
shorts are. Not a good look.
26 points at the moment.
God, you guys are a bunch of pansies. God.
England power match. When, where? Says Fred Berry. And also whether they come on Ireland, says Mary. And also don't know if Lowe was committed, says the Snooze. Although he wasn't really able to commit, I don't think, because he had to drift around the outside.
Yeah.
Also, we've got that hot pants are back in, mate. What are you on about? Says yes, sir. And come on the boys in green, says Richard. Now, free kick goes the way of the Irish. Main reason England keep losing is because they keep picking the same people, says Luke. Right, looks like if they call for the scrum again, no, it's just going to be a kick downfield from Johnny Sexton, trying to put as much height on it as he can down towards the 22. That's a good kick because it's just outside, but Freddie Stewart great under the high ball.
Good take, man. Good take.
Now Jack Van Porfliet. Kicking it in behind again. Johnny Sexton passes across now to Hugo Keenan. Oh, that's a knock on from Jamison Gibson Park, although they've said it's no. Now he said that it's gone forward. Yucko got there in the end. Farrell goes off to Tuolangi now. I'm in the Philippines, but I'm Irish. I come from the future. Ireland 15-23. England man of the match. Farrell. Ooh.
So what was the go there?
Which one?
Did the Irish won the ball there?
So there was a knock on from Jamison Gibson Park.
Oh, yeah.
That they originally said came off the boot, but it still ended up travelling slightly forward. So I think it's going to be back for the scrum for the English. And also we have got there a very tweaked game.
Yeah.
Says the Snooze. And backing my adopted boys, Islander, Scots, don't back the English in anything, says Warren. Yeah, I mean, there seems to be that slight thing of anyone but England. That seems to be a lot of people's mottos when it comes to supporting teams.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the moment England not doing too bad. I think this game is a lot closer than some would have given England credit for last week. Why our fingers taped? Is that for George, says Gareth? My fingers? Or not?
What?
How did you spot that? I don't think I had them up for a little while there. I damaged them in cricket. That man's been picked up off the ground.
Are you talking about the rugby?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. It's going to be stuck in there for the rolling ball. So Ireland will now get themselves the scrum. Don't underestimate England, says Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. I'm Scott and I back England, says James there. And also Yawn, says Ray. And also what a fingers tape. Oh no, I read that one, didn't I? What are you looking there, mate? I want to wear George's shorts. Eyes on the TV.
Yeah.
And also we have got there Fiji and Joy versus Reds. We are covering that game, or I am covering that game at 6 p.m. tonight. And also we have got there definitely anyone but England. I was born there, says Penelope. Still learning up, Gareth.
Why does everyone hate England? Is it the fans? Why does everyone hate England?
Hard to say, really.
You know? What's your culture differences, you guys?
Only 90 seconds remaining in this first half now. Going to be fed in. Now Jameson Gibson Park goes across now First receiver is going to be Bundy Arky. Tries to bump through Jack Van Porfleet, but he has been able to get him down 30 metres out from the line now. Nice attack and run once again from James Ryan. And England are a team in transition, 2 years' time. They'll be a huge force against, again, in rugby, says Jason. Yeah, they just need to find what works for them, really, and who they want going forward. Another offside penalty against the English. Kyle Sinclair penalised for about the third time in this matchup. And also, will Messi play for Argentina at the World Cup? I think it was his last one, the last World Cup, wasn't it?
Did he retire? Or?
I thought he retired from international level. Of course, money talks, and if he's really keen, he might come back. But for me, I'd say that closing out winning a World Cup, like, pretty good way to retire, isn't it? There is an anti-English thing, as English people, though we do not care, as all sports really, the fiercer the competition, the better, says Akaris there. Is that a Blue Yeti mic? It is a version of a Blue Yeti, yep. And another team, oh no, I read that one, didn't I? Now currently 1 second left of the half. It's going to be in the hands of the Irish, and it looks like they will go for one last attack. Nice little wraparound play. Johnny Sexton, short ball to Hansen. That will be forward.
Oh, no.
That's a big shot.
Farrell again?
Yep, probably. No, it's Freddie Stewart this time. It's going to be an advantage in favour of England. They may consider just putting this ball into touch due to the player being injured. Doesn't look too flash at the moment, Hugo Keenan. Do you think they'll check this one, or do you think they'll just chill?
It wasn't great. I'd say they'll be considering a card.
Or see, he turns away, and I think it makes it look worse because I can see why he turned away, because he was trying to stop himself, but he had too much momentum, so he just came in and cleaned him up. Oh, elbow on the nose. Yeah. Oh, did you see his nose angle? That doesn't look right.
Nah.
It looks like someone's nose went a bit wonky there.
Someone's dying.
See, he turns and he gets some elbow to the nose. This might be trouble for Freddie Stewart. And unfortunately for him, it might be a massive, massive mistake. Elbow to the head. There has to be a card, and England fans and media is why they are hated, self-centered, and arrogant, says Kerr there. Which country is New Zealand's biggest rival in rugby, like Argentina and Brazil in soccer? So I'd say probably South Africa or Australia. One of those two. But then England's probably actually up there as well, to be fair. Anyone but Ireland, I say, says Gareth. Yeah, elbow straight to the bridge of the nose.
Yeah, I don't know what the goal is, do you? You know? You know what I mean, Hamish?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's head contact. It's whether or not they determine Freddie Stewart to be in a position where he could have gotten out of that. And I believe that they may end up going with no mitigation. I'm reading Yucko Piper's lips there. Okay. So I believe this is going to be at least a yellow, if not red. He's going no mitigation there. He's looking for Freddie Stewart. He's saying, sir, I didn't mean it. Does he reach into the pocket? Oh, he's giving him a lecture first, and we can't hear it. So he's saying because he turned into it, the shoulder or the elbow, connected. It looks like Yucko was already apologising. It's going to be a red card for Freddie Stewart, and that may be that massive blow to England that they could not afford.
So over here, they don't have the rule where another player can come on either, do they? They're still back in the Soviet era.
Yeah, so they're no more player for the rest of the game.
It feels weird watching the game now where if a team gets a red, that's it. Especially if it's something that doesn't really deserve a red.
Now, on Farrell. So it's going to be one man short on that back line. So whether or not he starts to lurk around a little bit or whether... Okay, they've actually got Hugo Keenan off for a head assessment. That's fair enough because he had his brain scrambled. Unfortunately, he won't be smelling anything for the next week. Dan Sheehan now 10 metres out from the line, about to go for this line out. Amara Toje's closed the gap big time there. He's waiting for the throw. It's gone into the back, nicely taken by Caelan Doris. Now going to be a rolling ball once again. Jameson Gibson Park gets this ball at the back. Still marching for the Irish. It's not looking very clean. at the moment in terms of how they've got that ball out. I believe actually Jack Willis got through the middle, is just going to lie on that, try and shut it down as much as he can, but the ball popped out. Someone was able to just wrestle it in time now. Tyke Furlong charging forward straight at Ludlam. Only 44 minutes through this first half currently. As soon as we have a stoppage, we will be going into halftime now. Johnny Sexton flat ball to Dan Sheehan. 10 metres out from the line now. Wide whipping pass out to James Lowe, close to the touchline. Still getting a little bit closer.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Once again, going to the right-hand side. Jameson Gism Park. Kalen Doris, closer. I think Ireland right on the verge here because they don't have Freddie Stewart. So you think going out to the right-hand side would be definitely where they need to go. And this game is now useless with the red card, given Ireland a grand slam coming. Yeah, if they can't change anything in the near future, in terms of the only way they get back into this one is probably, that's a knock on though, is if Ireland end up with a red card. It's the only way that they somehow get a little bit closer. And also we have got there, our Barbars did it 14 down, so maybe England. And also we have got their friend must not be so negative. We lose 80% of the time, says Roloff. And also we have got there, what a diff, says the snooze. And silly red card just spoils the whole game. It's a shame because if they didn't have that red card, maybe could have been a little bit closer in terms of the overall result. Although saying that, we have still seen some pretty good action from the English when they've been on attack.
Yeah.
And we'll need a serious performance now to come back. But somehow they've got into the second half only 4 points down. Similar scoreline to what we saw between Scotland and... Scotland and Italy. It was actually, I believe, 12 points to 6 at halftime. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Time for a stand-up, George, says the snooze.
Stand-up comedy session?
Oh, I think just standing up in general.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
stretch the legs. And Romans first, says Gareth. So territory-wise, I feel like Ireland probably ended up with a little bit more of the territory, maybe a bit more of the position as well, mainly because of the just a little bit of the penalties.
We're going to start streaming women's golf. Right.
Do we?
Yeah.
Would you be more awake for that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everyone leave a like for women's golf.
And also we have got there and the chat as well. What's with the history? Says no. And after such a great run from Ireland, they deserve the crown, John, in Germany. You see, that's the thing. Ireland, I think I said it, how because it's at the Aviva, because it's over that St. Patrick's weekend as well, like if there was ever a perfect opportunity for Ireland to win it, like it would be pretty awesome.
England to win it, this would be the weekend.
This would be the worst weekend for England to win it if you are an Irish supporter.
That red card's kind of ruined it now, though. You know, refs need to be more careful if they're going to be handing out red cards left, right, and willy just for fun.
And Fresh with Kathy Simpson has said, "Oh, bless, it's so cute when non-foreigners try to educate us Irish, bless." And also, man down, let's see how tough England are. To be fair, they drew with New Zealand a man down, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they end up with a red card in that game. And also we have got there, guys, this is a rugby match, not a historical assessment of who did what in the past, says Jason Andrew.
Last time about food, so let's get into it, eh? Let's have a little fun.
And I'm Irish, says Stephen G. And who cheers for Ireland? We've got a few. You're walking on thin ice, my dear, says Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. And also Ireland there as well. But currently at halftime, 10 points to 6. We've seen the one try for the Irish. It was Dan Sheehan, and it was actually off a set play for the Irish. And they also were able to get themselves the 3 points. And I was like, yes, sir.
I'm tired, bro.
You need to sleep there. You're going to go home and have a nap before you start work.
I actually might.
Yeah?
If I get home, we're not starting till like 11. I'll have a sleep before I get going.
It can't happen. I will break lots of Irish. Hart says it was Billad there. So that's the thing. If Ireland lose this game by 7 or less, depending on the margin, they still might be able to take out the Six Nations. Please go to bed, says XCT.
You're not like me, XCT.
I saw one of his comments earlier on that I didn't read out.
What was it?
Oh, it was a bit harsh, but
he was a bit of a dick, was he?
Well, he's just saying that you seem tired.
Am I not allowed to watch the game? Is the man not allowed to just sit here and watch the game?
I was pity about the red card, but it was a symptom of Ireland's growing dominance. When the pressure is on, the cards can happen, unfortunately, says Brian. Yeah, Ireland started finding their rhythm from about, I'd say, 28 minutes onwards. Somewhere around there, up the Irish, says Sean there. Predictive text. We have a special place now, and George, stay in the room, bud. Great entertainment indeed. This is Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. And England 7 Grand Slams, Wales 6 Grand Slams. Forgot France and Ireland with 4. Is Mr. Fantastic. It would certainly be an impressive one for the Irish, I should say, sorry. And what makes me laugh, he's wearing a thick jacket with the shorts, says Jason. It's quite the combo, isn't it? Yeah. To be fair, I'm a bit the same. You guys just can't quite see my legs because I got a hand over it. Like, I've got shorts that go probably midway up me thighs. Yet I got a big jersey on because my arms were turning purple because it was slightly chilly.
I don't get cold legs.
No, but that's from being a farm boy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you got cold legs and you wore pants, they'd get covered in cow poop.
Yeah.
And then that would be unfortunate. When your legs get covered in cow poop, you just spray yourself down with a hose, you'll be right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
And Ireland just smashed us and win the World Cup. They deserve it. And also, where's the water and the Sprite, says Nate. We haven't got water or Sprite, but we've got a Powerade Zero that I've half drunk. Oopsies. And just almost half spilt. They get the electrolytes in. Everyone can cheer for whoever they like. I just give banter and enjoy, says Gareth there. Let's play cricket. And also, we have got their rugby should be played over 45 minutes from now on. And when you score it, you count it as 1 goal. Rugby turning into a sissy sport.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's a sissy sport because they have to take kicks at the goals? I assume because
I'm concerned there, Chad.
I think that's what he's saying.
So rugby should be played over 45 minutes from now on, and when you score, you count it. What should be played?
So he wants them to play it like football.
Yeah,
is the gist of it.
Yeah,
he wants to take the kicker out of the game because apparently that's not important.
Yeah,
and then
you probably just watch football if you want.
Actually, it would suit your needs, Chad, because you want the 45 minutes and whatnot. Although the halves in football getting a bit long now, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know over the World Cup they had about 110-minute games.
Overtime, isn't it? So keep you 1-1s, which is what we don't.
A lot of people wear shorts in the winter here, says Fresh with Kathy Simpson. Yeah. I'm not a hardcore rugby fan. Football is my game, and I love watching international rugby, and it's that red card. Rugby is going down the wrong road. Want any hurt? But really, it's rugby, says Red Eye. But yeah, we're yet to know whether or not Hugo Keenan has returned for the second half. He might have. I think his nose is the wrong way around, unfortunately. And we're hoodie and track pants and 30+ degrees. We're shorts in winter with the sandals. I mean, it's turning into football and turning soft, says Chad there.
Chad.
Sorry, I didn't add the D's, did I? And also, but what a pool of talent are the AB's coaching staff.
Chad loves the D's.
He's got many of them. 5.
Chad, what's the go there, bruv?
Hello, I'm from England because I'm French, says Red. Nada, welcome in. Currently, we have got a replay of Argentina versus France for the Sevens. That's actually coming back in 2 weeks' time. We will be covering it on the channel for the Hong Kong Sevens. Also, here back in for the World 15 versus Barbarians based off current teams announced. It's a tricky one. But, I mean, the Barbars always had that unpredictability, but sometimes that can lead to allowing some easy tries to be scored against them.
Yeah, man.
It's always entertaining, though, whenever you see the Barbars playing. Isn't it?
Barbar.
I took lots of red balls in my face, maybe just because I'm tall, says Roloff. And Ireland by 20, England won't stand the pressure. And also with that man advantage, Ireland, if they don't win by a big margin, I think some people might be a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Because the door's been open wide. They've got all the chance in the world now. They're missing a back. So anytime there's a scrum, you got that man advantage, which I think they might try to go to a little bit. And who are your favourite players on the Irish and England teams, Kiwi lad? I quite enjoy the loose forward trio for the Irish, whether that's Peter O'Mahony, Josh Van den Flower, or Caelan Doris, just because of the commitment that the boys make and also a whole heap of breakdowns that they always end up hitting. If I had to pick an English player, quite a fan of Alex Dombrandt, at least what he does for the Quins. He hasn't really done too well at international level yet, but every once in a while he has a good game. And then also, I like Freddie Stewart. I feel like I don't think he would have had cynical intent in his red card. For the one how he kind of turned and just blocked him a little bit. Also, we have got their French player play acting in the Wales game to try and win a penalty. Sexton holding his head when he was nudged on the back. The team's starting to slowly do anything to win like in football. Well, they actually were going to try and cut that out after the Marika Corumbetti card when Anthony Geelong did that in the Australian tour. But that only lasted a week, and then they just kind of let it go again. And that was just poor defence. With that red, ref was a bit harsh, but that's intentional, says this news. And also we have got there, what is the purpose of George, says R&R, Trails of Asia.
Listen, R&R, this is the information. I'm very tired, all right, so I'm not so talkative, but usually I sit here talking absolute shit, and Amish has to tell me to shut up, so...
Yeah, to be fair, if you see our Brumbies versus Moana Pacifica game, that was when he was wide awake.
I think your problem is, R&R, you don't watch the channel enough. You don't know who the hell I am. So maybe watch the channel a little bit more, then you might find out, you know. So
that's the most you've talked all half.
Yeah.
And can I say, I think Dombrandt isn't up to the standard. He's bad against France. He's not going great here. Yeah, he plays well for the Quins, but it seems to be that next step up that seems to be a struggle. And I don't know whether that's because maybe he would be better off playing 6 rather than 8, or if it was possibly just international level. Some players don't quite click early, unfortunately. And Dombrandt is like the big but unfit guy on the team, says Gareth. And also Kiwi defence like a Kiwi teabag bag. The purpose of George to have a Fozzie impersonator in the kitchen, says Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. And also, I'm a wuss, too cold for me in the winter, says Kathy Simpson. And they're exactly. South Africa are a monster team. Scotland are playing well enough. Also, I won't stand for this George Lander from these new viewers. Lowell says, yes, sir. And George is an England king. I Googled it. What's old mate, little fella George from the royal family? What's he in line to get? Is he supposed to become a king or a prince or something?
Which son? He's Prince.
He's
William's.
So is he also Prince? Is he Prince George? I think he might be.
Who was born first, him or the Charlotte?
I think he was. I think he's the older one.
He should be the next king.
I assume so, but
if he's old enough,
I think there's a few more rungs they got to get through first.
No, it's always the next oldest in line.
Old mate will be 9 and having to run places, you know.
Yeah.
They have to do all the taxes.
Well, that's the thing. They'll have to have a stand-in if old William cuts it before he's 25. But I mean, Princess, the last queen, was 25 when she became queen. So her dad died early.
R&A has said George would look better in shorter shorts.
Oh wow, is that the way you're running it now, are you?
Got to up our sex appeal on the streams, don't we?
Steve Warford. So we paid the ref, and he's going to be happy with the amount of money we paid him. So no worries, lads. Don't worry about it. Stevo's got it, guys.
Can I just say that changing room is way too spread out?
Yeah, I know. It looks funny.
It looks huge.
Where's the whole team?
I think the rest of them must be around the other side, but I feel like they're going to need a big second half. In terms of probably the best half of their Six Nations.
Ireland's going to have to get a little bit too cocky and then start really making mistakes.
It's not over. England will step up, man down. It's going to be tighter than George's shorts.
These aren't that tight, Christ. Kev, you need to slow up before you're looking, man. Kev, what are you doing?
Oh, so what the F has the royal family to do with rugby? Because his name's George, and we were trying to work out how it all fits in.
You know, like the royal family.
There's a little bit of there was the relevance of it.
I enjoy your viewers.
The first time in my life, I backed England. Says Gareth there. In the second half will kill my nerves. Anything can happen. Says Fresh.
Back in England. Hamish is neutral, but I'm back in England.
Tell you what, James Ryan's taking a bump on that side of the old eyebrow, isn't it? Just saw an ad for Shazam, the movie. It's absolute just to save money. Anyone thinking of going? Who's the fella in that one? I can't think of his name. Shazam. Tell you what, she'd be a beautiful morning for fishing, wouldn't it? Red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
Man, look at that. Look at that.
I like how when you look out the window on the stream, it just looks like it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, no orange. It's all right, but the two players making their way, or the two teams, in fact, more than one player, making their way out onto the field now. Although one less for England than the Irish. That is due to the Freddie Stewart red card.
Yeah.
It's at shorter shorts, George. Not Speedo, George. Be thankful, people. Says Mountains of Asylum.
I might just turn up naked one day and see what people say.
I'd prefer if you didn't. You know?
They were like, wow, George is looking great.
Andy Farrell biting the nails, or what he has left of them.
Look at him. He's, oh my God.
The second half.
Falling off. The boy's thinking about it.
He'll be nervous. He'll have to make his subs at the right times here. Where do we watch the match, bruh? So depending on what country you're in, you've either got the options of Virgin Media. That's one option that you've got if you're in Ireland. You've also got, if you're outside of Ireland, you either need a VPN to be able to get into Ireland, or a couple of the UK options are also available. But it is on the Six Nations website exactly where you can watch these games. Most of them you're allowed to do for free. There you go. Right, second 40 minutes. I'm in Ireland, so you should be able to get it on Virgin Media, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But someone else will be able to help you out, someone who is in Ireland. Johnny Sexton now. And I'm ready to rumble. Second 40 minutes, DSTV and CNBC.
Do you have a chicken that does the thing in the morning?
That's called a rooster.
Oh.
It's going to be nicely taken by Maro Toji, but no, we don't. Although
it's the morning.
Someone down there does.
God, shut up.
Virgin 1. And half time. And the ref has ruined a good match with the stupid red card. Says Ian. Nicely taken there. The Irish. They've actually made the change of Jimmy O'Brien, so that means that more than likely Hugo Keenan has not passed his HIA. That's a rough offload. James Lowe's had a shocker so far, hasn't he? He's gone for about 5 offloads. None of them have come off.
I did say that. This is why he didn't get picked for the All Black. He's wildly inconsistent.
So Jack Van Portfleet going to be putting up the box kick now.
Do you agree, Hamish?
Depends. Because sometimes he reaches veins of form where he will go about 6 or 7 games playing well. And then he has a couple not so great games. In South Africa, George means throw up. Say it loud and long. It's a domestic thing. Please do not F me up. It's in the tongue. It says a roll off.
What did I say?
Do you blame the ref or the player getting the red? I mean, it's a little bit of like Freddie Stewart. Unfortunately, you can't elbow a guy's nose almost off his face.
It is even some corruption, though.
It's unfortunate that with where his arm was tucked, it ended up smacking into the player's face, but he charged in. I would have preferred a yellow, but then saying that in the law book, it's a red, unfortunately. So they didn't really have many options.
Yeah, I'd say it's corruption.
Anthony Watson.
I'd say the Irish slipped the ref a couple thousand. You know, maybe a couple 100,000.
I was going to say a couple thousands. Peanuts, isn't it? Nice step from Sexton.
It's not illegal to fix games, just frowned upon.
No, it is illegal.
Yeah, would you go to prison?
Some people do, yeah.
Why not all of them?
Well, it depends on how bad it was. What channel can I watch this game? Virgin Media. Someone said a little bit earlier on, I believe. All of a sudden, I lost my local TV channels. Says Mo there.
For you. Yeah.
And also Ireland number 1, New Zealand number 3. Says R&R.
Are you trying to prove a point there?
Not sure. See, that's the thing. Normally, like, people, they'd just be like, yeah, but look at... I hate when people are like, yeah, but look at how many World Cups we got. I like that. Because then in that case, you go 0 for Ireland. And then about, 3, 4,
Well, that's why they say what they say. Because they know Ireland don't have any World Cups.
It's going to go high.
Yeah, it's a cheap way to sort of,
Yeah, I feel like
oh,
current form, I always think, is very handy. And that's a great run from Jameson Gibson Park. And Ireland certainly have that current form as he's chasing this one down the wing. She's curling. That might be a 50-22. I think that one's almost curled right around, although it looks like England are going to have the line out. That's the pass, says R&R Travel. See, that's normally the response in that case. Now Jameson Gibson Park going down the wing. Yeah, where did he kick that? That was just inside of his half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we have 3, says Roloff, the South Africans.
Huh.
See, I mean, they're defending champs, though. So would you say that that's in the past if it's in the current World Cup cycle?
Yeah. I mean, most definitely are not number 1 in the world rankings right now, are they? So.
No. Currently, as the rankings sit for the Six Nations, Ireland sitting at number 1. France sitting at 2 on 20 points. Ireland, this was a must-win game for them. Although, how have they got up to 26 when they were only on 19 going into this game? They've given them
corruption.
They've given them 7 points as it currently sits.
Corruption, my boy.
How does that work? Also, what's going to happen when Smith comes on?
It's going to be a fight.
It's going to be interesting because last game, he certainly didn't have his best fixture. I'm wondering where they'll go with him. Definitely with Freddie Stewart now unavailable. Nice run forward from O'Brien. The replacement for Hugo Keenan. Now it's going to be back across. Caelan Doris put the ball in behind. James Lowe now trying to step around Mara Toje, dragged down by Farrell. Excluding all their players currently playing for New Zealand, says Gareth. And only one team has the history. One is the making. Or one is in the making and need to deliver. If Argentina can beat us, the Italians can pull off an upset, says Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. Or it looks like Farrell's got some sort of ankle injury currently. Should be all right. Limping it off.
Learn how to tackle him.
And that will fix his ankles, will it?
Yeah. I think he'll have to learn how to tackle. His dad was like, Dad, why's my ankle broken? You're using the shoulder too much. You got to give a little bit less shoulder on.
To be fair, if I had to pick between Owen Farrell or Freddie Stewart, who I thought would get a red, it wasn't Freddie Stewart.
No.
And we have missed a forward pass from the Crusaders, says Max there. And also, Toje plays better without headgear. And the World Cup always stays Southern Hemisphere, says Spider-Mick. Now, Dan Sheehan about to throw this one in for the Irish. Already 4 minutes through the second half. James Ryan swats it back. In fact, it would have been Ryan Beard that time at number 4. Now Gibson Park going off to the right-hand side. Back into the pocket to Sexton. And he'll put it high again. Waiting for that one to come down. Anthony Watson takes the mark. He had Henry Slade calling the mark for him as well, which was generous. Although Henry Slade wasn't catching the ball. Are you whistling "We Are the Champions"?
Yeah.
Is that for Ireland or
for England?
For England. Okay.
When they win the World Cup.
They got the easier side of the draw, don't they?
I think England should just invade Ireland.
Johnny Sexton.
What was it? Did he just say that? He did. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah. He did say that.
Oh, that's a good steal. The breakdown. It was taken. Oh, tell you what, it's gone back and forth about 3 times in that breakdown. Ireland have ended up with the ball. And get the ball to Arundel. That is someone who we haven't really seen too much throughout this whole first half. He's still out on the wing. He's going to have to defend here, though, because he's going to have about 3-on-1 if he's not careful.
Yeah.
Farrell strips that ball away.
Good work.
Didn't quite get the knee down, but Jameson Gibson Park trying to get the turnover. Isn't able to. I don't know what Tuolangi's doing. He's in the middle of nowhere. Does now play it. Goes back to Anthony Watson trying to go around. Good step. Managed to break through 2. Still charging forward Anthony Watson. The quick step in right winger. Now on Farrell. Sitting behind again. It is going to be sitting up nicely for Jimmy O'Brien. Gets it into touch off the left boot. England just need to try and play this territory game a little bit. Get them a bit further towards the Irish 22. And then just try and trap them there. Get the occasional penalty.
Yeah, man.
And also, George, I agree. I'm going to audition for Oompa Loompa for the next episode of Willy Wonka. And exactly what I say, Gareth. As soon as the car came out, That was England's excuses ready, says Kerr.
Yeah, well.
And also people will say Ireland won because of the red card now, says Gareth. Well, it depends because to be honest, yes, the man advantage is a pretty massive help, but I still don't think this is going to be an easy walkover for the Irish in this last 34 minutes. I think England, if anything, that will just fire them up just that little bit more. Now go into the back there. It's gone over the top. Dan Sheehan takes it. Offload straight to Kyle Sinclair, who had no plans.
He'll be stoked about that too, won't he?
All around the side of the breakdown, it's all freebie. So Caelan Doris got his hands on it. Looks like it's going to be a pile up. Just because the ball rolled half an inch out the back, it means that it's fine to grab it like that. Al Jameson gives a back inside ball from Johnny Sexton. Now the ball comes out again. England being quick to jump on that ball when it's loose. Now Jack Van Porfliet kicks downfield with the left boot. Didn't get a huge amount of it. Mac Hansen takes it inside of the 22. Returns fire. Won't find touch with it. Instead goes down to, I believe that's going to be Owen Farrell. Putting it high. Anthony Watson chasing after this one. It's not going to be taken cleanly. In fact, it's a knock on from the Irish. Scrum feed for England. This will be their first chance to do a set play out their back line with the one less man.
Yeah.
Currently 32 minutes remaining.
Are we watching the rugby, are we?
We are. Yako Piper's having a chat with Owen
He's
Farrell.
like, you see, if you hit him hard enough with your shoulders, Owen, buddy, good, child's got college tuition paid, cheers. Owen, shut up.
Owen's still chatting about Kyle Sinclair. I thought Sinclair just fell over. Did he get hit by someone?
Chuck up, I was like, Sinclair, get up.
And England are playing out of their skins, and George is sitting on a squizzy Teletubby, says Mumbo Jumbo. And does this cause England more problems than answers? Well, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because Farrell or Smith, someone's probably got to drop to somewhere they don't normally play hugely. Unless, Tuolangi's probably going off at some point. So that's where Smith might go into either 12 or Farrell 12 and Smith 10. But I don't see Marcus Smith getting a huge amount of game time for this match, just because with that red card, it makes it a little bit more tricky. Also, we've got that George, go milk some cows.
I don't know how the world works. I'll just go randomly milk some cows. Yeah, that works, doesn't it?
It's going to go down. And that will be another scrum reset.
I'm going to have a quick sleep.
Also, England playing out of their skins and trailing by 4 to an Irish side not at the races. Yeah, Ireland haven't really fired in this match.
No.
Which is a shame because this was their big game. Crowd still packed out. They will certainly be well and truly up for it in front of a home crowd. They just need to find that momentum. Cows only pee milk in the morning when their bladder is full. They're right. And I'm French. I would be so happy if England would win the match. And they do have to win it by a certain margin as well, just to help the French out there a little bit more. And also, if Ireland played France now, says Gareth. Gone down on the front rows again. Collapsing scrum penalty does actually go the way of the English. If you're England, do you try taking the 3 and get within 1? The answer is yes, because Owen Farrell's going to do it.
That's right.
And also, no, George, please stay in the room. Saturday night will never be the same again. This is Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi.
Yeah.
Front row's flattening out, I believe. I want to say it was Andrew Porter.
So that guy's overreacting a little bit, isn't
he? He's very happy. I mean, England, this is similar to what they did up against New Zealand, where they were just able to hang in there because they were down by about, 25 or 20 points up against the New Zealanders.
Yeah.
Fired back. On Farrell, this one's 35 metres out from the line. Should be a relatively stock standard one with all the changes in the rules, or the refs really need to restrain or be retrained intensively. The level of refereeing worldwide is currently terrible at best and inconsistent. Puts people off watching, says Chad there. I agree that referees, they seem to blow for different things. Unfortunately.
Money.
No.
Money.
Sounds like what you'd have on a street corner as a sign, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I will blow for money.
You know.
And of course, talking about a fan. 51 minutes. Owen Farrell gets it over. Score gets that little bit closer now. I love Ireland, says Top Gold. And also now I want England to win after that BS red card, says Gareth. Guys must be worried about the Northern Hemisphere going into the World Cup, says Kev. I'm more excited than anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if worried's the right word for it. I'm intrigued because I want to see a World Cup that's extremely close. And I feel like this World Cup, better than any others, has got a good crack. Now, I was like, Hamish, you're going to hand the mic to George for a spell? I've got it angled towards him, so he is actually louder than me. Except I just talk louder. It's pointing at him for when he wants to say words.
What words do I say?
Well, I guess rugby-related ones is a good start. Yeah.
And,
gone into touch.
Shit, yeah.
40 metres out.
I don't really talk a lot about rugby.
And what's tuning on, or just tuned in, what's going on? Is Ireland getting a reality check? I mean, it's a lot closer than a lot of people would have anticipated. Just a 1 point difference between the two sides.
If they don't win by 4 tries, they don't get the bonus point. All they have to do is win, isn't it?
Yeah. They win the Six Nations. They lose, and they're within 7. They'll get a bonus point. Then it comes down to points differential, although France slightly butchered theirs a little bit. So if Ireland lose within 7, they still take out the Six Nations on the technicality of points differential. And also, realistically, there's 5 or 6 teams that will make the World Cup close. Exactly right. And that is the best way of it going. Also, good thing, George, says Mumbo Jumbo. And also, we have got there, when will the rugby referees finally be held accountable? Game in, game out. We see them making decisions that question if someone has been paid off.
Listen,
says Luke.
The problem we've got, Luke, is that rugby coaches aren't allowed to speak up about the refs. And I've always disagreed with this rule because I think if a coach has an issue with a ref, he's got an issue with a ref for a good reason. And I think if anyone's going to allow to speak up about a ref's performance, it should be the coach at the end of a game. Because if no one can talk about how bad a ref is because they keep getting fined by World Rugby, then the refs can kind of get away with it and no one really says anything, right? And that's the problem. Who was the coach that got really badly penalised?
Rusty Erasmus.
Exactly. And he got silenced. He wasn't allowed to talk, no Instagram lives, no nothing. Not even allowed to go to the game. And that was, for me, that was a massive breach of conduct by World Rugby. That was way too far. A ref like him has a right to say what he thinks about a ref. A coach like him. And then a ref has a right to say what he thinks about a coach. But I think that should be that the coaches should always have the right to explain what they think to the ref first. And then if the media asks them about it in the press conference and say, what did you think? He'll say, well, this is what I thought. And I've already explained it to the ref. So it's stupid. They should have a right to say because it's how you hold them accountable. Or else you just have issues with refs being like, got to call them out in their bullshit.
Do you know Ireland knocked the ball on again?
Yeah. If Ireland lose this game,
they haven't caught a lot of balls in the second half. And I'm getting a little bit nervous for them just because they need to hang on to some of these. Yeah. Jimmy O'Brien. I also see that they have now got Tom Curry out there on the field. That is a replacement due to the blood bin. Well, in fact, sorry, it might be Ben Curry. Oh, okay, that was Anthony Watson just pushing a player straight over, dropping Johnny Sexton. And yeah, Gareth Demo definitely needs to step up, you're right. And also mental how this is going. It's a lot closer than a lot of people would have expected, which is kind of good in a way for the last game of the Six Nations. You want to end on a little bit of excitement, close matchup rather than a one-sided affair. Jameson gives him Park, puts the ball high again. It's going to come down to those benches. Who's going to have the bigger impact? Connor Murray coming off the bench for Ireland. Anthony Watson, good run there from him. Getting almost up to the halfway line. Looks like Alex Dombrant searching for it at the back instead. Leaves it for Jack Van Porfliet. Go high. That one hasn't really travelled too far, and it's bounced back into the hands of Henry Slade. 40 metres now England. If they get themselves a penalty here, they would more than likely take on the 3 and might take the lead for the first time in quite a while. It's gone high. Inside of the 22, mark called. Jameson Gisborne Park takes it quickly, now going off to the right-hand side, gives it to James Lowe, who grubbers downfield, sets up nicely for Anthony Watson, slings it across to Farrell. We will see a bit more of a kicking battle between these two sides in the second half. Good chase from whoever that was. That was Jack Van Porthley. He has not stopped running throughout the whole match. And he's made that tackle on Mac Hansen, driving him back into the 22. This one cannot go out on the 4, I don't believe, as it was taken back. And what did I miss? It's 7:25. Well, close first half. Red card for Freddie Stewart for the English, so that has hurt them a little bit here, but still putting up a massive fight against this Irish side. But that one is going to be kicked in touch by Johnny Sexton. Not a huge amount of meterage on it, just outside of the 22.
Russoff says, "Do not talk that shit, George. I will become a shark in a blink." Isn't Russoff South African?
He is, yeah.
So I was sticking up for your coach, Russoff.
Maybe he doesn't like Rassie.
Maybe he doesn't.
High balls, says Nate. Looks like the contact lens is going to be put back in for Rebans. And Diane George has a nightly milk bottle.
I'm falling asleep.
This is Mumbo Jumbo. And also Don Brandt, he struggled the campaign. We should mention that you've been up for about 24 hours, haven't you?
And I'm going to be up until probably 11:30 tonight as well.
Yes.
It's currently in the morning here, so, you know.
7:27 a.m., isn't it? Another stoppage in time. Peter O'Mahony now making his way off the field. That is for Jack Conan. Also for Ireland, been choking for a while now, says Kerr. And got to punch those forwards in. It seems like one little moment here for either side could be the difference maker.
Yeah.
And whether that is a drop ball from the Irish or perhaps a line break that opens up for Ireland to go through England's defence due to that man down or just classic backline, that's going to be an advantage. Jameson Gisborne Park kicks it downfield. Looks like Jack Van Porthley. It's going to have to chase that one. Bounces awkwardly. Sits up for James Lowe. Knocks the ball on again for the 15th time. Now a little bit of argy-bargy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Everyone's angry. Everyone's not happy. That's Andrew Porter smiling away. That's frustration from the Irish right there.
Yeah.
That's this game hasn't gone anywhere near how we scheduled it or planned it.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get a little bit argy-bargy. In the end, he just went straight through, didn't it? The ball just slipped out.
What happened there? It
just popped. Popped out the back.
Who had problems?
Oh, with the push and shove.
Yeah.
I think it was Andrew Porter and Owen Farrell.
Or was it this? Did those two have a heart? Oh, it must be.
No, Andrew Porter and Jack Van Porthley. So pretty much the prop went after the halfback.
Yeah.
As you do when you think, well, I know who I could intimidate. I'll pick the smallest guy on their team.
Yeah.
And now he's still bleeding, unfortunately, for Andrew Porter. Geez, that was stinging the shower, wouldn't it? Yeah. Get a bit of shampoo in there. And,
oh, boy, you're jumping.
Well, the Highlanders win tonight. It's a tricky one. The Western Force have been a mixed bag this season so far for Super Rugby. They either play really well or they play not so great. But we will be covering the game between the Reds and the Fijian Drua. There will be one match that I am covering, and that is at 6 p.m. New Zealand time, so in about 11 hours' time. Now, a big push. Looks like the penalty's gone the way of England.
Money would have been away there, mate. He would have just smashed through that back line and scored a try. They're very lucky.
They look like they actually wanted to run that one. Alice Genge staring down Tyg Furlong. Nice, there's Ellen. Welcome in. And England have stepped up. Man down, come on. And bloody alcohol hasn't worked this time for Ireland, says Jason. And also we have got the Hamish, should I pick a team by 30? I wouldn't.
No.
Not at this stage of the match. And imagine England win by 8 points as a difference. I mean, it would benefit France. Would then mean that France end up taking out the Six Nations 2023. That would be pretty massive. Now, Kyle Sinclair. Slowly and methodically making their way up to the line out here, England. They have to make sure they don't take too long, though, or else they will get in trouble. What is your number? Says Alan. But you called us a loser earlier on, so why would you want our number?
Did he?
Well, they said, Alan up there said loser after saying hi, and we said hi back, and then they got offended.
Oh, yeah, piss off, Alan.
Oh, that's a bit rough.
That's going to be a Alan. Alan, stay with us. Stay with us, Alan.
Now there's going to be the penalty going the way of Ireland. Still hands and faces for those players. Still fired up. Rumbies or the Crusaders.
Chaos.
Interesting.
Irish now nervous and afraid of losing. Come on, England.
Well, that's the thing. England have had that fire lit under them. And
England have got nothing to lose. England have already been told they're going to lose the game. Everyone thinks England's going to lose the game. Everyone wants England to lose the game. England have got a red card. They're not meant to win the game. So what's the point of sitting there and going, well, we've lost? You might as well just start pissing off the Irish. You know what I mean? You might as well just start playing games, you know?
Ryan Beard. He was playing number 4.
Is James Ryan's headgear on too tight?
It looks
he's
quite
coming
tight.
out
Looks
above
like
the rest of the face.
Tom O'Toole is actually making his way out. The Kiwi lads pushing shove. Great commentary. Says Stephen there. And also we have got there, do you two not mind watching the game with no sound on? I'm used to having headphones on for games, but it's a bit weird not being able to hear it, unfortunately. But it's only bad when you don't hear the TMO in terms of what they're actually saying. I actually hope England wins, says Casper there from a box supporter. And it's Alan, not Alan. There must be a she, Hamish. She wants your D. Although, I mean, Alan, I think, oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Although anyone who calls me sorry, or no, it's not calls me sorry, says man, I would assume friend zone straight away, isn't it?
Is Alan a woman?
I couldn't tell you. Oh, that was rough on Sexton's skull.
Just got wiped out.
He did. Poor Johnny. Now, Anthony Watson looks like he's going to get driven back into his own in-goal area, or does he? No, he's fallen in the field of play. Though Ireland, they do have to release. No, they've called it as held up. It's going to be a 5-meter scrum. Now, this will be a good opportunity for them. I hope Ireland wins. Says Alan there. What time is it there? Want to call me, mate? This is currently 7:32 in the morning. So we have there. Hi from Brandon.
You, Kevin.
Welcome in.
Kevin. Do you want us to call you? Kevin.
Look at that. Sexton just...
Oh shit, no.
That would have hurt.
I'm good.
That would have really hurt. And also 460 in the room. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. As well, see the Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. Yeah, anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We've got plenty more of the international rugby scene coming up. We're back to the URC in the coming weeks. Sevens we are covering on the channel. The World Cup we'll be covering on the channel as well. Super Rugby.
Can less people watch so we get to 420?
That's an interesting one. Yes. No, there's such a historic, important game. Can please have your awesome commentary for the last 20 minutes, please? Says XCT.
So do you want to talk about burritos or do you want to talk about KFC?
You're winding him up big time, aren't you?
What do you want to do?
He's going to be smashing the keyboard.
I know a lot of your audience are like, I just want to listen to Hamish talk about rugby, and there's George. George is like, hey guys, I like doing this.
Where's the donate button? Says Kurt. I don't know. I think it's in the bottom right corner, and it's a little dollar sign.
We'll give you the old bank account details, bud, and we'll get going, eh?
Right. 5 meters out. Ireland, this is a massive opportunity.
Alan wants to know what your name is.
Yeah, try. My name is Hamish, Alan.
Don't tell him
unless
it might be
you literally 5 seconds before that you said, "Oh, Hamish's commentary."
Yeah,
being me.
He might not be listening.
Or she. Who knows?
Are you a she or he, Alan?
Are you allowed to ask that nowadays? That's going to be Robbie Henshaw. Straight through with the advantage, and that will be the try for the Irish.
That's so shit.
Take some of the wind out of the English sails there.
That's so shit.
But the game is far from over, George.
That's so shit.
Who do you think is going to win? Well, Ireland's a good bet now, but
I'd say now Ireland's
kick has to go over.
Can George swear pretty please with a cherry on top? I'm not allowed to, rugby go to.
Hamish is a great name, says Evergreen. Cheers. I've actually met quite a few Hamishes lately as well, which is weird. Because before that, I hadn't met too many Hamishes. It's just this little patch. George can afford big boy pants if you can donate.
I won't wear pants.
Says Gareth.
I won't wear pants.
And you can call me in the UK, George. That would cost a lot of money, wouldn't it? You're better off discording.
Yeah.
Robbie Henshaw got the flat pass from Bundy Arkey, went up the middle. It's an important kick, George. You got to ask, what do you identify as? That is the better way of wording it.
What do I identify as?
No, he's not. That's for like if you're asking Alan what she identifies, or he or they.
So what does Alan identify as? Is Alan a woman or a man? Alan, we need answers.
We got a donation from Kurt. It's a £5 super stick. There you go. Oops. I like this channel. Whoops, that was an accident, Alan. That
Alan.
one wasn't supposed to
Alan, piss off.
No.
You don't want to put your comment up on the thing.
You're so mean to Alan. Where are Alan?
Alan likes this channel, though. We like you, Alan. You're not bad.
Same as Jewish. Not that I know of.
Is Roy Linderwick.
That one's gone over. Making the score now a little bit further apart.
He was Jewish.
No?
Yeah.
Hello to your friend. Very sympathetic, says Americo. He's woken up a little bit. I feel like the second half you've come alive.
Yeah, I was
he was real tired first half.
Yeah.
But successful conversion, 8 points difference. England yet to score a try in this match.
I should get myself a Coca-Cola.
Well, I only got 16 minutes left, don't we, eh? There will be no way to start a day. We'll get some pancakes going soon. 64 minutes gone. That's not a joke, by the way. I probably will make pancakes. Verrill goes to the kick and behind. Sits up nicely.
It's Viking George. Yeah, hello. Yeah, could be a Ranger koala.
Hamish is Scots Gaelic for James. I didn't know that. Is it? Scots Gaelic for James. So my name kind of is James.
Yeah. Guys.
The name's Bond.
Fist up. George is the ultimate alpha male. Yeah.
And my real name is Sever Reese.
You know, I heard a story of Sever Reese story in MDMA in Queenstown.
Oh, lovely. Allegedly. And guys, for stuff.
Allegedly.
Okay, that's
just a pussy.
That ball's been stuck there in the breakdown. So the scrum feed will go to the Irish. And you feel like the Sales that already had somewhat. You see Sexton just slap Arkey on the head. It's like he's got a good skull, or else he would have been feeling that one. Yeah, they two boys just got in there, didn't they?
I think the
Sexton,
changed.
Keith. We've got a £20 super sticker.
Damn,
you need to settle down.
Calm down, bro. We're not going to start. What do you want us to do?
No, don't ask that.
Sugar daddy.
Thank you very much, Kurt.
For you, Keith.
Don't say that you'll do that because then they'll want you to do it.
Yeah.
Oops. Ireland is going to win, says Stephen.
It's pretty funny though.
I think
that's 100, and I'm like, oh no, you're like, no, George, don't do it.
If YouTube had multi-passenger lanes, George, is your blow-up doll campaign.
What does that
says
mean?
JK. You'd go for a blow-up doll if it was friendly enough, wouldn't you?
Well, if it was friendly enough. What does a blow-up doll have to do to not be friendly?
Never mind, look at you funny. Nice, we have got the Hey Dudes, brilliant commentary, no wokeness from you too. Tell it like you see it, says Stephen. Yeah. It'll get us in trouble one day.
No, it won't.
Also, is that Steve Smith in disguise? Nah, Steve was in the Aussie, wasn't he? I think you scared away Alan, though.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah. Still here, Alan?
Hold in there.
15 minutes remaining.
Really?
Best Kiwi lads show this far. 400 participants and King George 111 on the throne.
Oh.
Or 111 on the throne, maybe.
Oh.
Sounds like bars. Spitting straight facts.
Smacking those bars around.
Why does my hair look like I'm ready for church again?
Oh, you need to stop. I don't know what's wrong with your hair, man.
It's any time I wear a
hat.
It's when I wear a hat. What do I? How do you scrunch?
It's just shit.
It just doesn't sit right. It's because I had a hat on all day. Yeah. I just look like a twat.
Oh, you need to shave it off and just be a bald man.
Just start it again. There you go.
Gareth Fergus sidebrother says Alan Sweeney is not yet a woman. I'm a girl.
There you go.
Damn. Where you from, Alan?
Well, that's probably the question you should ask after the age.
Yeah. How old are you? Okay. How old are you?
He's donated another £20.
No, Kurt, slow down, Kurt.
Kurt's going
we don't deserve your money. It's
he's going for it,
he's
isn't
going
he?
for ham.
The thing is, it comes out saying just super sticker, which I feel bad about because it doesn't show the little pictures. Unfortunately, right? What's happened here? Penalty in favour of lately. And I was over there, Lol says, Robert, Sexton get the point record? He did. He was tied at no first. Have you got OnlyFans? Well,
why do you guys always want our OnlyFans?
You're like very you're very bright at the moment, aren't you? But we could just shuffle round if you like. We could take a little half shuffle to the side. Yeah. My ass was almost stuck to the seat because it's hot, isn't it? Hey? There you go. You're still bright. Yeah. What do we do now?
You reckon your mum can get some water now?
Are you guys gay? It does not matter. We will win anyhow. We will win. So we are not.
So Rosaloff. Every time I say his name, I'll make it worse. Rosaloff, you're reckon that if we are gay, you may not win. Yeah. I'm not sure how us being gay affects the outcome, but the big issue here, Rosaloff, is that we're not gay. So maybe that does affect the outcome.
100th test match for Dan Coles. My hair just bloody annoys me. I don't know what to do with it, though, to get it to not sit so weird. Like,
I don't know what's wrong with your hair, man. It's just fucked.
Well, careful.
Say something, please.
Only 67 minutes through. Is this better?
No. Move it. Shit. You need it shorter.
Apparently 22 meters out.
Here, man.
No, it didn't sit right. It's because I had a hat on, I swear.
Like, that looks all right there.
Yeah.
It don't look like you got a church anymore.
Now, nice ball, Dan Sheehan gets it. Down the wing. Ireland get another, and they're leading towards the bonus point. He's got a man on him. He's just been crushed by James Ryan. Put all the body weight down. Long time no see.
No, I think it's just you don't watch streams.
No, we see Darren every once in a while. Morning, lads. Did you stay up all right? Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Watching from Cyprus. Big shout out to my 7-year-old. Oh, it's just gone through. 7-year-old, one moment. I got to go back up a little bit more. Oriana. Hopefully I've said that correctly. Shout out to you, Oriana. Please do commentary instead of gay or not please, says Emery. And also, please answer, please. What did you say, Stephen? 22-9? Is that for the score? Yep, currently 22-9.
When to drop goals? Well, Ruben, no one wants to do one because Ireland's currently smashing England. And I think Steve Borthwick's going to lose his job.
It's a shame.
Scott Robertson's going to be here soon.
He's only... Oh, was it 4? No, that was flat. We'll allow it, won't we? We're not in charge.
Bullshit.
He's a happy man. He's got the rosy cheeks going, doesn't he?
He's got the nice looking ladies with him too.
Georgia
should replace Italy.
Loving the friendly banter between you two, says Jason Andrew O'Connor. And also, yes, the Poms got pummeled by the official, says Kip Skatar. And also had a problem with the South Africa ref. I'm shocked he's up there. Hamish, you looking dapper.
Dapper. Kev says Hamish love the... Oh, can't. You're going to move it.
Whatever.
Kevin was trying to sprout his opinions.
Okay, I'll scroll up a bit. There you go.
He says, Hamish, love the chat, but really want to watch the last 10. We'll say, well, Kevin, just watch the last 10.
There we go. I'm watching this on Sky right now, says Rubio2.
Yeah.
Right. 10 minutes remaining. Ready for some epic commentary?
Yeah. Go on. Show us what you got.
It's going to be 22 meters out from their own line here.
Holy shit.
The Irish.
Holy shit. Look at them go, guys.
Nice run again from... I think he's actually done pretty well so far. Mr. Lock for the Irish, non-James Ryan, the other fellow. Anthony Watson takes that one in touch. They need like 3 tries here for England if they want any chance. What studio are you broadcasting from? Front room, maybe? So we are in the lounge. At the moment, it's still getting renovated, which is why there's a hole in the roof.
Yeah. Do any of you guys on the chat watch other YouTubers like 2 Cents or Rugby Itch or Who else is there?
Where's this come from?
I don't know, I'm just wondering. I'm just genuinely
I think
curious.
we've got quite a 2 cents audience. Like in terms of a bit of push and shove between Joe Marchant and Johnny Sexton.
Oh, Johnny's like, oh,
You can see all of them standing up in the crowd going, swing, hit him, knock him down. By George and all the regulars. Yeah, like we've got a few 2 cents viewers overall, but mainly because in terms of Northern Hemisphere rugby, I know that Mark's got quite a following.
Yeah.
Whereas we are a little bit more Southern /
Yeah.
see, occasionally we sneak up. Concentrate on the comments, please. As in your comments, R&R, in the chat, or the game comments?
I don't know. You're
Like the commentary?
R&R's travel of Asia is an odd one to be watching rugby. Right? So we're trying to suss you out.
Jumping down. He's been on a couple of live streams. He seems like a nice enough fella.
Where are you from, R&R? Asia? Are you still in Asia? Where are you?
Goes against, I believe, that would have... Who's that big boy? Who is that?
I don't know.
He looks so familiar, but I can't think of him.
Steven says, let's go.
Let's see some ladies on the Kiwi Lads show. Hamish's mum doesn't count. Well, Stephen, I don't have any ladies.
We should get some strippers.
That would not be a good idea.
I mean, that would be really funny.
Where are you going to hire a stripper at 7:46 a.m.?
What do you mean? I'll find one. I'll find a hooker. A stripper will be finishing work, bro.
What time do your cousin wake up?
Oh. Message her on Instagram. What time do you wake up?
What time do you wake up? Smooth.
I saw a story the other day and the cat was ignoring her.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, damn.
Now 10 metres out from the line. England, rolling ball starting to go here. That's the thing.
Why does this guy on the right look like an avocado?
That's close to the line.
Avocados are bloody good food, so shut up.
Well, avocados, they do have a lot of
versatility.
I was gonna say fat.
Why don't you shut your face?
Healthy fat.
No, I need to be told I'm fat to lose the weight.
Jamie George has scored for England.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're not fat. You're big boned.
I'm fat, man. Please resume the game. No wonder rugby is a dying game. Chad. Rugby O2 says, please answer. We don't know. Oh, I watched Squid Rugby. That wasn't a question.
Jamie George
telling us.
Scored a beautiful try there.
What I'm meaning, Rugby O2, is what other YouTubers who do watch along live streams do you watch? You know?
So now England actually only down by 8 again.
Yeah.
A 3-pointer, and they've still got a little slither of a hope here.
Yeah.
Also, R&R, where are you in the Philippines? Are you, mate? And also, we have got there Tate and KSI are twins. He said, you are a fat sloth. Now shut it and get back into your fridge. Well, if he was fat, he wouldn't fit in the fridge, would he?
Yeah, so I must not be that fat, Tate and KSI are twins. Your username is shit. Can I also say that?
Or Johnny Sexton's night's over by looks
How often do you see Tate and KSI in your chat?
No, he's a first-time viewer.
So can I insult him?
Well, I wouldn't.
I don't want to insult your regular viewers because they are the awesome people. But Tate and KSI is a loser.
6 minutes left. Sexton getting the march.
Like, I'm gonna that arthritis be playing up.
Now this looks dodgy, but I'm clapping on my leg because I've got the hand on the microphone.
Who claps?
How else do you clap?
He's just wasting time. It's all
Sexton.
Well, the old days.
Most points in the Six Nations now. Done well. Right.
Andrew Tate versus Will Jordan. Andrew Tate's he's getting, he's got cancer, apparently.
Really?
In prison, apparently he's got cancer. That's what they're reckon. He's going to die.
I'm in Kibu, sorry, I should say. And also the only reason you said is because that's the only thing you did last night to G.
I did shit. Yeah, I did take a shit last night, yeah.
I am so confused.
I don't know why.
How old are we 12? Are we back to the fridge scenario?
Are you 12? How old are you, bro? G. You're top G.
But you're now about to feed the ball in for the English. So 5.5 remaining. If they get any form of points, that's too much movement. They're getting frustrated as well there at scrum time. By curtains, but it's still being renovated. I don't know how bright or how dark the curtains need to be because we don't know how light the room's going to be.
Mate, I'm 17.
Ooh.
Well, that would explain it.
Yeah.
Where you from? Yeah, I thought you were a loser. Yes. I ain't gone on there, didn't I?
Sexton made a paper. Oh, he's tell you what, he's tough paper. He's done well in this game. Could have been a lot worse for him. He did get smashed early on. Like, he had that one where his knee got put the wrong way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which I think might have been one of the leading factors for why he was limping at the end. Now going off the side, Lewis Ludlam. 5 minutes remaining. Alex Mitchell goes off to Mara Toje. England need points and they need them very soon if they want a chance. If I were you, I'd shut it because you're exposing your forehead that looks like the size of an overweighted whale's ass.
Wow. Shit.
That's pretty impressive.
You better hope like how I never see a photo of you because by Christ, you better look like a good man because if you don't, you're gonna cry. You know, you're gonna cry.
Have you seen the size of KSI's forehead?
Yeah.
Though? At least we don't wear the bandana, do we?
What is this? What is it? It's like a little cartoon. Well, he's 12, you know. Can't even go to the pub, you little boy.
Now they're going upstairs by the looks of it, a TMO decision.
Like when I was 17.
Oh, that's a tip tackle from England. That's just silly.
When I was 17, did I ever go on to live streams and call people fat? Did you do that?
No.
I can't remember ever being that weird, you know?
Yes. I don't think I've ever called someone an overweighted whale's ass. Just in my time.
A whale's ass generally will be overweight because if you're not aware, a whale is the biggest animal on earth, so its ass is going to be pretty overweight. But I think you need to.
This is going to be a yellow card.
Get a girlfriend.
This is a yellow card.
Yeah.
This is waiting to happen. This is going to be a yellow card, and this is going to be England's last chance. Gone. Unfortunately, they just got a bit too casual in the breakdown. Tipped him above the horizontal. Jack Willis, yellow card. I'm Farrell saying good stuff, bud. Don't worry about that one. And now Ireland, I believe, they'll push for the final try. Why not? Why not get a good old-fashioned bonus point grand slam?
Yeah.
See how it goes. Bring back your mum. She's more interesting than Hamish. Says Darren there. I'll take it.
Yeah, go on, Darren. I'll let you get away with that one. What is our mate Rossoff says, we do not talk about rugby players in South Africa like you. We respect you. Okay. Jack got the sack.
Oh, Dan Sheehan, he got man of the match and he just got sprayed down his back. He won't be happy. Yeah, that looked like a guy who was about to punch someone.
He's not laying into his teammates.
Imagine if they pan back to him now. He's just piling it on about 3 of them. And you call this the best team in the world, says B. Verster. Oh, another try. And it's the bonus point for the Irish. It's going to be Rob Herring. Reaches out, touching you, touching me, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. It's going to be the bonus point in the Grand Slam for the Irish. Johnny Sexton, big smile on his face. Herring. He hasn't been out there that long. They've just shown Dan Sheehan getting man of the match. And that will secure not only the Grand Slam, but the bonus point to make it look a little bit better along the way. Bum, bum, bum. Tate is all forehead, says Nicholas Stevenson. Congratulations to Ireland for the Six Nations. And also we have got that Safa to score the winning for him. Hearing, says Ethan there, and demolished, says Cited. He just stretched out. Andy Farrell, you can see the celebration starting to kick in there now. They were a little bit nervous when they were up by 8. But now the job is pretty much done. All they need to do is just either kick this one over or miss. Doesn't really matter. And then just see off the last couple minutes. Game finished. Not quite. Still another 2 minutes remaining.
Where's their best friend on?
I think Gareth timed him out. Sent him to the oblivion. Right. Youngster. Well, not too young, but Ross Byrne. Going to be lining up this kick now.
Bop, bop, bop.
Leave about 2 minutes left.
No one comes to collect the kids later. Oh.
It's coming round, but not enough. So the score will remain 29 points to 16 now.
What do you reckon is going to happen with old Steve?
Steve Borthwick. Well, they can't sack him now. This was the trial period. Like, it's too close to a World Cup.
Yeah.
You can't afford to do it now. Sorry, George, you lost. Says R&R.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have got... I feel like it's a slight rivalry, but then also you might get along in another life, you know? You might shake hands at the end of it and then be like, yeah, good game, well played. Do you think Ireland can win the World Cup? I think someone on that side of the draw, whether it's Ireland, France, South Africa, or New Zealand at the moment, have a very good chance.
I don't know, man. I feel like someone's undermining the Wallabies.
Hmm?
Like, I feel like the Wallabies are going to be better than what a lot of people think. I'm just saying. Well, yeah.
Downfield by James Lowe. So England closing out this game with 13 men. Yeah? What about England, though?
No. England's shit. Look at them.
To be fair,
Blokes in many different places. He's got no clue.
Like, to go from losing very one-sidedly to France
to losing very one-sidedly to Ireland.
Yeah, but with 13 men out there and 14 for a majority, you know, it's a bit tricky. Ireland still, I think they'll look at this performance and go, phew. It's gone not how we wanted, but we got it done.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Yeah. It's still a good effort overall, being able to get that little extra tip of the cap, tip of the iceberg.
Just like the end.
No, I don't know. Sorry, I might need that one again.
You know.
No.
For even sakes, well, it's not as bad as the last one.
True. True. And I feel like England need to look at this game as okay, when we put pressure on these top sides, they do make mistakes. They drop the ball, doing good. They just need to make sure they keep that going.
KSI says,
you had your time out, your 5 minute spell.
Gareth why he told me that. Because you're a effing loser. What do you think he told you? Are you not smart?
I think it was for some of your profanity.
Yes. Calling someone a fat whale ass.
You got it done. 30 seconds remaining. Do we see the Irish get their hands raised? And they will get wet.
Huh?
Well, with the champagne and the bottles and whatnot. We already saw Dan Sheehan got sprayed, didn't he? It looked like an extended forearm. Yeah, Peter O'Mahony's asking for it. He probably was justified in his ask. Now it's going to be Anthony Watson, good low tackle made. And the Irish throughout this match, their tackling has been a lot more successful. Still charging forward. And also we have got there the Irish flags from Agent. I love George, says R&R. And I Hamish, any Super Rugby games still today? Yep, we got the Fijian draw versus the Reds coming up later on. I'm not just 17, I'm 18 next week actually, so shush.
So you are 17.
So you're 17 now, yep.
Yeah. You're 17.
Yep. Marco Vanapola, we are after the full-time siren. All we need is this ball to drift into touch at some point. It's going to be a head-eye advantage for England, who are trying to close down this gap a little bit. Unfortunately for them, they cannot close out without that bonus point.
He's been irrelevant during this game.
He hasn't had a lot, has he?
What is the go for the start of season tours? Who's playing who?
Well, it's a bit weird because they haven't really announced much. I know that a few of the Six Nations sides play each other again in August.
For friendlies?
Pre-World Cup.
So who are the All Blacks? Do you have any idea who the All Blacks are doing their free test series against?
I don't think we've got one.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because of the World Cup?
Yeah. So I know that we play South Africa a week before the World Cup as a warm-up game, which is quite a tricky game to have, I would think.
Yeah, I feel like it's because they don't want too many injuries, but because it won't be very fair if we go through with some games. Well, that's the problem, is if we go with games before the World Cup, but these guys don't. But they will.
Yeah, they've got more games than us.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie George, throw this ball in for England, try and cut down on the deficit a little bit more. In fact, no, sorry, I apologise because there's 13 points difference between these two sides. If England score now, it will get them a bonus point if they are able to convert. Yeah. So there's still something to play for here for the English, although that's squared round. It's gone right round like the merry-go-round, isn't it? It's gone full circle. like a tyre on a car.
Yeah, man.
Now, the wheel's going to fall off for the Irish defence right at the end of this one. See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw what you did.
Just thought of it on the spot, thought I'd go with it.
Oh, well.
Henry Slade, dragged down 82 minutes through at the moment. So England bottom 3. Yeah, they will be below the Scottish on the table. And also can say what I tried to say earlier, but I couldn't. Floyd looked like that. I couldn't stop wheezing. You swished your hair the way you did. I wasn't sure if you're talking about my forehead or his, because I always say he's got a forehead, I've got a 5 head. So this is what it is.
Again, we can't rip him out because we can't see him.
No.
So if he's at all fat,
unlucky. But now that's going to be the end of the game. Ireland victorious, taking out the not just Six Nations, not just the Six Nations.
England will be back.
George, they didn't just take out the Six Nations.
It's coming home.
The Grand Slam. Every match.
So they won
every match. Boom, boom. 5 in a row.
Yeah, boom.
Brilliant performance from the Irish.
Next year, they're going to lose all of them.
Wales
will win next year.
Yeah,
Wales.
And I know I'm talking about the one who's speaking the most. That's literally me. Yeah. I don't stop talking.
You need to be,
not the avocado guy.
You need
to
be
me,
a little bit more respectful, buddy, or else you're going to die.
The end of the game. 29 points to Ireland, 16 for England. Now, Johnny Sexton, he's ticked off a Grand Slam here for the Irish. Can he tick off a World Cup trophy in the same year? Yeah? Maybe.
I mean, he's got to survive. You know?
That's true.
Man.
Avoid the injuries.
They're peaking too early, though.
Ooh.
Does England now have a pretty good inclination as to how to beat them?
How was Arundel? He was quiet. We hardly saw him. And also, we have there, while it may be a stereotype, I'm going to drink to celebrate Go Islands. There's Mountains of Asylum and Arundel, who says Kerr there. Yeah, we hardly saw him, which was a shame because there was probably a few English players that we hardly got to spot throughout the game. Commentating scorecard, Hamish 6.5. 8 if the marsupial did not distract. George 0. Oh, that's brutal. From XCT. You and him, I think compared to your little rivalry with R&R, I feel like XCT's a little bit more serious.
Hamish 6.5.
I'll take a 6.5.
George 0. How are you going to kill me by sitting on me? That's the second time you commented that.
Yeah,
we didn't read the first one.
He was worried we didn't see it the first time.
Oh, you're right, buddy. You had to really get that one in there, didn't you?
That was their first Irish Grand Slam in Dublin. Yes, in front of a home crowd to close it out in Ireland, where it all began. Their first Six Nations game, I believe they did end up playing up against the Italians or the Welsh. I think their first game was up against Wales, and they won it. And they went all the way through, won every matchup. Man of the match for Ireland, Jaco Piper. Although if I was to give an actual man of the match, Dan Sheehan was pretty solid, which is why he has got the man of the match performance there. And also we've got their Ireland's worst performance of the year, and we won, so proud of the boys. Yeah, that's the thing. They had to dig deep because that wasn't going their way. They were dropping the ball. They were giving away penalties. They were making massive errors that they normally wouldn't. I know you already heard it because I saw the look on your face, but I wanted to say it again because we all know it's true, mate.
So you just admitted you wanted to say it again so you can get us to read it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called attention seeking.
Yeah.
Normally 7-year-olds do it.
Yeah.
He's
17.
He is.
I
think he's probably lost that one at the front, though.
He's a bit of a little bitch.
Also, Jaco Piper is the ref, you idiots. I knew that. We know our referees. We know that Ben O'Keefe.
Jaco Piper the ref. Shit. I thought he was that.
Now Dan Sheehan doing Matt Hansen during his man of the match interview. No F-bomb so far. And also we have got that. Hamish, please answer. What was the question, Rugby 02? Was it a question or was it just a statement? Hang on.
You guys got to remember, as Hamish becomes more famous, the chat's going to get quicker and quicker.
I don't think I'm famous, bud. Where was the please answer, please? It was earlier on. I'm still scrolling. Please, says Rugby 02. What are we answering? No. Please say your line's okay, please. Is that the one? Is that what we're looking at? And also we have got there. I may be a little bitch. Good. Okay, at least you admit it. Hamish, please answer. So what was the other one? And now we'll Dan Sheehan. And England replace.
I love that. So I love how he admits he's a little bitch.
Yes. And also Romeo 2 asked if he was an idiot. Yes. Romeo 2. Wait, so that one was the one that I just read out, the one about the whatnot?
Yeah.
God. Oh, well, thank you all very much for tuning in. It's been an interesting stream. Yeah. It's currently light here in New Zealand. We started in the darkness. We've now found the brightness. Johnny Sexton's on our screen. That's not a terrible way to close out a stream, is it? He's had a decent game. Well done, Ireland. And England's slacking. And now let's bloody go, lads. Not being sour. It was a really good game before the reds and the yellow. Even football, they would have just been a foul. Yeah. Oh, no, probably red card in football as well for that elbow to the head, seeing as he pretty much dislodged the nose of the player. Yeah. And let's bloody go, lads. And also, George, give a pickup line. Wait, before you go, I want the avocado kid to do a spin. He doesn't want you to check him out, bud. Yeah. You know? You keep on wanking off to Tate and KSI, you'll be good. Yeah. In time for a nap before Super Games. You guys are brilliant, says RNR. So you guys made up, didn't you?
Yeah, we're best friends now.
Yeah.
Johnny Sexton versus George. George.
An interesting one.
English. I think I beat him.
What, Johnny Sexton?
His shoulders very slanted. I got broader shoulders.
Well, he's got the shoulder pads on, so he's kind of down. I'm not gay. You literally asked him to spin for you so you could see his behind.
Gay, You're a little bitch.
Also, we got the France and Scotland, the only two teams which show potential. All the rest dull and boring. Sorry, says James. Oh. Wait, so what about Ireland? They won the whole thing. Or are we talking just the final round? But even so, Ireland, they won the whole thing. They took out the big one. Also, Hamish with the 10 and the George. And the crunch match will be Ireland and South Africa at the World Cup. And was George ever in love? Were you ever in love, George? I've been in love multiple times. I've seen you look at hot cross buns and look like you've got that lovingly look in your eye. Yeah. Like you're about to eat their arms. Yeah.
Bet your Tate will be sitting there going, oh, you look so good.
And it's you, George, says Romeo too. And also Ireland says Irish Gamer. He'll be happy with a name like Irish Gamer. Yeah. That win, and Ireland won every match with a bonus point. Winning bar one. Do we remember who the bar one was?
No.
I think it was it France in the end?
Whoa,
I think
man.
They scored quite a few.
Whoa.
That's an interesting one.
Buddy.
Yeah.
That's quite the vocabulary you got there
for
a 12-year-old.
He's probably 50 kg scrawny white kid. You know? Yeah. And he's like, oh, look what word I can use. Also, we've got there out of a grand slam. And also, we have got there your George sitting on the couch versus Johnny Sexton. And also, we have got that. And said Ireland to choke in the World Cup. Don't know yet. It's a tricky one to predict because the momentum that they've created here, they're in the best position to do well. But will they? We will wait and see.
Yeah.
They aren't too far away from doing it. Man, I'm 66 kgs. Okay, sorry. So you're 66 and a scrawny white boy. That's what you just said.
Actually great.
No, 66. It'd be probably, you might have a bit of a gut on him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for 17 years old. I wasn't.
And the pedals got away. I watched it on TV. What a disgraceful red card. The game is becoming a joke, says Kip's Guitar. And they're watching the match, and Scotland denied Ireland a bonus point win. Says Kerr there. Oh, was it Scotland who managed to do it? When did they play? Oh, no, last week, wasn't it? Actually, yeah, no, sorry.
So
that makes sense.
They win and lose? So 6 games in total. How many did they
5.
win? 5 games. Wow.
And Ireland won 5. England won 3? 2? Might have been 2, actually. Yeah, England won 2. France won 4. Yeah. Scotland won 3. Italy won 0. Wales won 1. Nah, lad, I'm 58 kg. So you're just saying I was more right. I'm just happy Ireland won the Grand Slam. Ding, ding. Who's next? Hell of a game. Says JH. And Isaiah George to replace Will Jordan in the World Cup. Well, you might have to because Will Jordan's having concussion problems at the moment. And only thing that Six Nations proved, top half, means nothing on the day. Says the Gareth. Yeah, but nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. Big clap for Ireland. Winning the Grand Slam, doing very well for themselves. 5 in a row. Taking it out on Irish soil. Doesn't get much better than that.
No.
It's the way to win it. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I have got a live stream later on today, which is going to be Reds versus the Fijian Drua. They'll be taking place at 6 p.m. New Zealand time, so be sure to tune in for that one as well. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you all for the next one.